Yep. Yeah, damn it. I'm in the wrong bloody place. Gotta check my sharpening works. Just realised I've done the one biggest oopsie doodles in streaming. I forgot to turn on my bloody tablet. Oopsie poodles. Also, I have no way of seeing anything. I am not prepared. I am a fucking booby. Oopsie daisy. Hey, yo, we gonna be doing that in teaching here. At the same time, don't. Oh, hold on. I forgot to use my tablet. Yep. And now I can check the bloody thing every so often. I can do. Right, I will say one thing right now at the moment. There. It's nice that you followed me on Twitter to show support and everything, but the I follow you, follow me thing was from a very old era of YouTube. I have been doing this online content creation stuff for a very, very, very long time. That sort of thing just does not, I am afraid, say interest me anymore whatsoever. If you enjoy the content, by all means, please follow along. But the follow for follow, like for like thing, it feels so 2007 and 6 and 5 when I first started doing all this crazy crap. So, thank you and everything, but at the same time, it's kind of... The follow for follow thing is a no for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to delete that message. No. Let's not do that. That's not how I kind of want to do things, where it's I follow you, follow me. Outstanding. Oh, yeah, just... Christ almighty, I feel like I've just been followed by bots. Oh, you talk about this shit and then it happens again. God damn it. Anywho. Let's get on to a better start, shall we? Instead of the whole follow bot thing, which I'm going to have to clear up later because this is going to drive me insane. Anywho. Not a great start to a stream. Who gives a monkeys? Completely forgot to turn on my tablet. Who gives a monkeys? Let's just get down to straightforward business. Also as well, I'm going to play a bit of music here. So here we go. Hopefully this doesn't drown me out and it's not too loud that it can... In fact, what I'll do is I'll actually turn it down on my sound system, so that way it's not going to drown me out, hopefully. He says I'm going to turn it down a bit more as well again. Again, sorry about the lack of preparedness. I really was not in the mood to stream today, but I thought I need to do something, so I'm going to do this. So I dropped this. Hopefully the audio's all sounding okay and everything. The music's not playing over, blah blah blah. It does look a little bit darker than what I'm usually used to on the screen right now, but again, for now, let's get into what I do and how I do it, and photography wise, blah blah blah. Because again, this is kind of like my way of doing a kind of live stream tutorial kind of thing. So, first and foremost, when it comes around to photo editing of photography, obviously, it doesn't majorly matter what kind of camera you use. Lord knows, many people are going to say, oh, I use this camera, I use this camera, I use this, I use that, I use an iPhone 7,852 billion. Outstanding. I use whatever I use at the time. So if I take, for instance, this photo here. If it wishes to open, this program can be a bit slow. But right now, this photo was taken with my old Olympus EM5, no, OMD EM5. Also, I'm going to just change around the settings ever so slightly on the Windows capture. So I want this to feel a little bit brighter than what it currently is, because it looks quite dark to me right now, which is not what we need. So I want to go to filters, edit filter. Aha, no wonder we have colour correction on. Let's see if hiding this helps. There we go, that helps. Apparently my PC, it just kind of hates everything. But yeah, now it looks much better, which is absolutely spot on perfect. So again, this photo was taken years ago. Still kind of looks a little blurry to me, but there you go. It's better than nothing. Because again, what I'm working with is like HDR and blah blah blah. So yeah, it looks kind of better to what it was. In fact, let me just, again, sorry for all the scuff here, let me just try and correct this, because I'd rather it looks right for everyone to see. That is too much gamma. That feels better on the gamma, the contrast may need dropping slightly. There we go. Welcome to the wonderful world of streaming. It is a pain in the arse to try and get things correct, especially when colours decide to be a pain in the backside. But, anywho, here we go. So again, this photo was taken a few years back. So of course, the thing is with it, when I look at it, I immediately think to myself, yep, it's a nice photo and everything, but the problem is, it's so dull. You can see the subject is obviously the water, you have the trees around it and everything like that. But it's just a very dull, pale image. And I'd rather it be much more vibrant. So what I actually use for things like this one, so I'm taking the image, as I say, it's kind of dull, it's kind of boring, but there's a lot you can do. So one program I like to use for a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff, is ON1 Effects 2021. Now there has been a few new variations of this, but I like this version in all fairness. It's a nice version, it works pretty well. So what I will do is I'll go to presets, but I want to try and figure out what's best to kind of make this look not so kind of dull and, shall we say, dishwatery. So what I'll do is here, I'll go down here and look for clouds. So I know this does have a feature in the textures for clouds. So next up, I'll check, see what I feel. So we have the subtle cloud. Now, whereabouts is the other clouds? This is one of the kind of problems as well with this, but it's just kind of knowing where it is. So, subtle clouds, as you can see, it suddenly made it brighter, really made everything kind of pop more, made the water slightly better, but I'm thinking powerful clouds. Problem is, it's a overlaying filter, so it doesn't quite work as well. So again, I'm going to go back to clouds, so have a quick search for clouds. I'm going to try dark cloud, see what I think to that one. This one feels really good, because I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. I may have actually removed my mouse. If I have, kind of a pain, I am sorry for that, but what's happened is you can't see it too well, because of obviously trying to get the screen filters correct. Again, I will try and correct this very quickly, so you can actually see a slightly better variation of this, because I do want it to look much nicer than what it actually is. Let me see if it's brightness, that's the issue. Oh no, it's not brightness. It's not brightness. It could well be contrast and gamma. So again, not only am I actually mucking around with the settings of a photo, I'm also mucking around with the settings of stream elements and all the others. Well, Streamlabs, because it's a pain in the arse. But yeah, I've now applied the dark clouds filter to it, and what this has done is it's added a actual full layer of cloud right over the top of the image. But the good thing is, by doing that, it's added clouds in the top of the sky where obviously it was just dull as dishwater blue. The water now has a reflection of the sky on it as well. What I'm going to do is, for each picture I do, I will post up on my Twitter as well, so you can actually see the transformation of the before and afters. Give you kind of a look at how it all goes. So again though, right now, I've applied the effect, but I feel like I can do more. So just on the right hand side here is all the different options you can choose with this filter. So now it's a case of, do I want the opacity to go up or down? In all fairness, it works well. It gives the trees a little more colour, makes everything more popped. Now I'm going to start changing around how this all looks. What I can also do is I can also have a look at the textures, see what I think. Is there another cloud that I feel might work better? Give it a more dark tone, brighter tones. Kind of a cloudy, strong day. Not too bad a day. Pretty good day. So what you want to do is have a look through and see what you think works best. Now, I must admit, I'm looking at some of these. I'm kind of liking the 1 and 2. 3 gives more of a cloudy day. But 1 gives that nice little bit up the top there. 5. It's a nice clear day. It's reflecting off there nicely. It's giving the trees a nice bit. So we'll go with 5 here. Next, we're going to adjust the brightness. Now, one big thing a lot of people do is either too bright or too dark. So as you start going darker, you're going to notice obviously everything's going to start going to disappear. You're going to lose detail. Too bright, it can seem like it's just overshowing detail. So at this zoom, it's fine, but if we start zooming in, you can maybe start seeing some more of like the details starting to leave. And it's like, oh no. Saturation, obviously you're going to make it either feel cooler or warmer. So obviously by lowering saturation, we're kind of going back to how the image originally looked, which was dull, washed out, kind of dishwashy. Now the higher saturation is going to make it look a lot better in some areas, but other areas such as the trees, not going to look that brilliant. So I'm going to play around with saturation, see what I think. Do I like it around about there or maybe slightly higher? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slightly higher. Gives that trees that slightly more lush feeling look. The water in the sky is now feeling a little more vibrant. Now it's hue shift. This is just literally a case of adjusting the colour of hues. So what colour do we want it? If we want it any colour at all. And in all honesty, I'm kind of liking how it sits. So once I've done all this, I feel like that's all quite good and done. I'll double click to add on to the actual filter there. So that filter is now applied. So next, I can choose from any of these preset filters to go through and start adding more detail, maybe changing the contrast. So next thing I normally do is HDR look. So with one like this, again, it was kind of dull, dishwashy. Also as well, don't worry about it kind of overlaying the texture on this. You just turn that off because obviously only the texture you've applied first goes on. The second texture is always just kind of covering over just in case you want to apply a new one. So here, let's go with, say, Surreal. So as you can see now, all of a sudden, the detailing of the trees has really exploded out with that Surreal. Now if I go for something like maybe an exaggerated, it becomes slightly more darker. So again, what I can do is sometimes I'm checking it is just click here. I can turn it on and off, just think, what do I think? It's made it a little bit darker, but nothing really popping out at me right now. Natural, looking quite nice, but again, I'm kind of liking the Surreal feel. It's bringing up the clarity and the contrast really well without making it super white. That's another major problem too many folks do with photos sometimes. You've got to find that right balance between the white and the blacks. You make it too bright, it starts becoming whiter and whiter and whiter, and you lose detail, and it just looks kind of far too oversaturated. You start removing the contrast and the brightness, and you're going down, and you're going darker and darker, and then you're starting to get a really dark image. If you're looking for a more dark and grittier image, by all means try and lower the contrast a bit, but also be careful as you're doing it, because you will lose detail in obviously the high whites, the high blacks, anything like that. So, next up, again, I'm going to have a look at this, see what I think to it, and I'm going to have a play around with some of the settings. So, the higher compression, the more the detail shows. For low compression, less detail. So, I'm liking it about there. It has that sharp tack to it, but it doesn't look unnatural right now. So again, details. As we go down, we start to gain kind of a blurred effect. As we go up, we get that really sharp crispness of it. Now, you don't want to go too far on details. So as you zoom in, you can kind of see it's creating more noise than anything here. So I'm looking at that and I'm seeing it's kind of noisy, but the way the photo looks, it works well enough with that image. So I'm going to keep that there. Clarity is literally a case of how do you want the image to feel? So with the clarity lowered down, obviously right now it kind of looks kind of sharp with a lot of detail, but it might just be more noise on the image. So as I start upping the clarity, it starts feeling like a really detailed image. But at the same time, I've got to look at everything and think, does this feel too sharp? Does this feel too crisp? Does this start to look more like some kind of very strange Bob Ross painting, probably. Highlights, again, take a look and see what's happening. So as you move the filters around, you'll start to see different things changing. Obviously, I can see the water reflection is going brighter or darker. Now, I'm thinking again, the higher the highlight, it's getting white. And I don't want that white. I want as much colour as possible to be shown. So I'm going to actually drop the highlights down. So this way it gives more texture, more tone, more colours. Next is shadows. This is mainly for your darks. So as you can see, the higher the shadow goes, notice again how white it's going all of a sudden. So we don't want that. But if I drop it too low, all of a sudden it becomes maybe a little too dark and starts making things look again that kind of fuzzy. So I want to find that nice medium there with shadows. Vibrancy is of course how vibrant the image is going to look. So the higher the vibrancy, the more bright the colour. Again though, it depends on the photo how vibrant you want it to be. If it just looks too vibrant like right now, it just kind of looks like a giant coloured mess. To lower the vibrancy, and all of a sudden we're into essentially grayscale. Not really what I'm after right now. So I'm going to put it to about here on vibrancy. Glow, obviously, kind of says it for itself. The higher up you go, the more of a kind of closed-in glow effect you get, but for this one I'm going to want to keep glow low. Grunge is kind of a dark and deep effect, so do I want to give it that more darkened feel? Nah. I want to keep it how it is. So now I've done all that, double click on Surreal. That's now adding that one in. Again, I don't want to see this overlay of texture, so I take it off. Next, I'll have a look at the contrast. So I can go to dynamic contrasting, and I can take a look at something like texture enhancer, where it's going to try and really push everything. Again though, do I think this is pushing it a bit too far? Let's have a see. So let's have a bit of a mess around, shall we? See what we think to changing around the few of these added extras. Is it going to make it better? Is it going to make it worse? In all fairness, I'm not quite looking to look at this, so let's try with natural. Again, I feel like a dynamic contrast is now getting too much, so I'm going to turn this off. I feel that works well as is already, but I'm going to have another look at maybe a few others, possibly a tone enhancer here. So what can I do to maybe make it feel that a little bit darker without losing too much detail? So I might have a look at a mid-tone contrast boost, see how this feels. It's darkened the trees nicely to a point of where it's taken away some of that white where it looks kind of fuzzy. It's made it look like a really sharp image. There's colour all over. The thing is, your eyes are kind of drawn into the sky at the same time. They're kind of drawn into the trees. They're kind of drawn onto the water. So for an image like this, it's a case of, obviously the water is the central focal point, but it makes you look everywhere. And that's the main thing of a photo sometimes. It's a case of, if you're doing one like this, there is no exact central... I'm trying to think of the word. Central focal point. So with no central focal point, you want your eye to go all around the image and really look at it and see what you think is the focal point here. So I'm going to add this here as well. And then this would be this one done. So if I turn off this tone enhancer, this is how it now looks. Obviously on stream it's going to look a little bit worse for wear. But again, it's trying to get everything just kind of looking right. It's Streamlabs, it's a bit of a pain in the backside, but I'm certainly trying just to kind of get it all going and so on and so forth. But right now though, we're going to save this one, and I'm going to kind of show you one from more recent with a more better focal point. So what I'm going to do is just click done. Obviously save it to where I want to save it to, so let's go. Let's just save it straight forward into my Olympus files, and we'll just call this HDR River. So this is obviously one where it has no major focal point. One thing as well that I will say when doing any kind of heavily edited work like this, prepare for massive file sizes. So go from maybe 7-8 megabytes to 90 to 100 at times, depending on the image itself. It can get incredibly ridiculous. So another one I'm going to do, if I can find it, I shall see if it is in this one. It is not. Let me check my photos in general. So we want to be looking for... Here we go. So I want to try and find the original photo here. So this one again is an old photo. But at the same time here now, as you look at it, you can see that this has a central point. Now naturally, without using the black and white filter, this image looks alright, but again, sometimes a black and white filter can really help. But as you can see around everywhere, there's detail, but you can't fully see that detail. Now one thing we can do here is obviously apply a HDR filter. So we apply maybe the exaggerated tones. It's going to pull it slightly. Again, it's given that little extra, but it hasn't given everything that you would need. So what I do is, and I will show with a different photo first. We'll come back to this one in a little while, so we're going to edit another photo. No, never mind, it's crashed. God damn it. This is one of the pains with ON1 effects, I will admit. It does crash very often. What have we got going on here? What's the excuse? Yep. No, not like to send an error report for the simple reason this thing crashes all the time. This is one of the major problems with anything like these. They have a very big tendency to crash quite often. But yeah, let's grab a photo where there is a more central point, but I want to grab one of my older photos where I haven't really done anything to them yet. So if I go to here. In fact, what I can do is actually, I'll grab one of the more recent ones I've just done. So go to here. If I go to here. So these are photos I did today. So now we can try. We're going to find a decent one. Aha, perfect. Try this. There we go. So, this one has the central focal point. Let me just check on how everything's going. Yep, so we have the central focal point here. You can see it is the skull. It's obviously got the slight background to it and everything like that. Now, normally what a photographer would try and do is try and get that blurred out as best he can do. In my case, I always like to have that little bit extra on there because it kind of helps make the image pop. But this time, let's see what we can do to it to kind of make this feel more central. So obviously we have our centerpiece. Now we want to see how we can make that center feel even more obviously centered. Maybe add a few bits extra and so on and so forth. So let's try Tone Enhancer first. Maybe apply some darker shadows, see how this all looks right now. So it's taken away some of that brightness and added a little more depth on the black, so let's change a few little bits here. Again, what I'm also trying to do is trying to keep the detail of the image in. So obviously I don't want to kind of take away too much of the image. Keeping it nice and central focus, while at the same time just kind of having a look, see what we can do to make it feel more, let's say, more centralized. So again, as I up the detail, you can see more and more detail starting to show. Now this is a case of where you'd think, do I want this to look really heavily detailed, or do I want it to feel more smooth? So again, we're trying to make that skull a more central point, so let's up the detail a fair bit more, but not too much, along with clarity. So let's see what we think here. That now has made it feel like you're looking at a very highly detailed image. So it's kind of drawing your eye already back to the skull. So if I just apply this filter here, and I take this off, again, it may not seem like much, but already that extra bit of shadowing is kind of drawing your eye slightly more to the skull. So let us go over to HDR again. Now I'm thinking maybe the exaggerated edge and tones here. And then we up compression, that starts making it kind of lighter, so no. What about detail? Oh no. Let's smooth down some detail and up the clarity a little bit more. A couple of highlights. In fact, let me drop the clarity a tiny bit, because it's kind of smoothing that image out a little bit too much there. Lower the vibrancy. So again, this is all just about kind of sitting down, playing with it, and see what you think works. Seeing how you can make each piece feel. So let me keep that there. Lovely. But yeah, again, with any kind of photography, it's just literally a case of take the photo and then see how you feel later on. If you want to muck around with it, there are tons of different things. Right now I'm just showing obviously on one and how I use it to do quite a few bits and bobs. So again, let's try a bit of lens blur here, see what we can do. So we add a bokeh large. We want the optic quality to be at the highest, the amount to be quite low. Now this, to me, the problem is with lens blur is usually a case of you can, when you're taking the photo, you can kind of manage how the lens blur is. This is giving a full effect of lens blur, which is a bit of a pain, so that means that I'm going to have to change the overture slightly, see if this helps. Nah, it might be the sides then. Yeah, the problem is with this one, it's giving too much lens blur as it's on the entire image, whereas naturally a lens blur will be on a focal point, which creates the tight focus, and then it follows the lens blur around the subject. This though is creating a full one, which is not kind of what I want here. So we're not going to go with that one. What have we got with curves? Now we did a contrast. Oh yeah, go with a color negative and make it look like everything's been burnt. No, we won't do curves. So we want to try and make this more of a focal point area. So let's try a strong bleaching. So again, have a bit of a look, see what we can do with everything. So what now has happened is, by obviously increasing the saturation, everything around the skull has suddenly become a lot more vibrant in colour. But you notice how the skull has kind of gotten slightly darker in colour, more grey and whitish. It's now starting to draw your eye more to it, because it's kind of popping out more. Yep.
So what them burgers like then?
Yeah, it is, right.
Yeah, I was right then, wasn't I?
What?
That did taste better with a little bit of water in.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about all that, let's have to quickly have a chat. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is obviously make this the focal point here, so we're applying a bleach bypass, their words. And I'm trying to think, obviously I've got the bleach bypass on again here, so let's turn this off. So again, now this has made this more of the focal point here. But I can maybe do a bit more with grunge. So again, this is all just kind of seeing what you think works best, what doesn't work best. So I'm adding that from a little bit out there frumpy. Do I feel like making this image darker is going to work? That's the biggest thing. I feel like, as it stands, that's kind of helped it a bit more. So obviously it's made it pop a bit more. So this is just a case of making photos a lot more detailed or adding more colour. Adding things to more, again, darker and more kind of dismal looking images. So I'm going to cancel this one, so obviously I keep forgetting, every time I cancel it just closes out the damn thing. I do apologise there. No, I don't need to submit anything. It's just a case of I shouldn't be cancelling it, I should be saving it or exporting it or something, because it doesn't like when I cancel. Which, obviously, I can fully understand why. So, I'm going to try and find one where it's kind of dark. Unfortunately, I have so many damn photos just all over the place. It is a nightmare. I'm trying to think where I might have some dark photos. You know, I don't believe I actually have very many dark photos, unfortunately, unless I check here, because I know this one was in my old camera. Yeah, I do have some kind of dark set photos, and in fact, actually, perfect. I do believe this is... Nope, this isn't quite the area with the luggage, but again, as you can see, kind of dark, kind of gloomy. So, let's get a bit more dynamic contrast, see what we can do. So, we give it a texture enhancer, all of a sudden it's kind of brought everything up slightly. So, maybe bring the highlights in. Drop the shadow slightly, a little more white. A little lower on the blacks, maybe a little higher on the blacks, give it that little bit more colour. Now, as I'm hiring vibrancy, you can see the colours starting to kind of blend around. I'm getting a lot more green, which is good, but at the same time, it kind of makes me think, yeah, maybe a bit too much. So, yeah, we'll stick with that though, see how we feel. Again, go with good old HDR. Now, if I go surreal, it's going to obviously make it feel a lot more brighter. But I don't kind of want to overly brighten this image. I want it to kind of feel more dark. So I go with here, maybe increase the compression slightly. So I can see compression is causing it to go darker, so I don't want that. Detail pulls it out without pulling it out too much. Clarity, again, making it a little bit too white. Not a big fan on the whites. So I feel with highlights, not really doing anything, so that's fine. Shadows, if I bring to about here, vibrancy again, I'm going to bring up to give it that more vibrant colour and glow, but at the same time not making it just overly vibrant. One thing I'm noticing at the top here is just in the corners where you can actually see a bit of vignetting of colour. So I'm going to try and sort that with adding a little bit of grunge. So obviously grunge is going to make it feel darker, just a tiny bit of glow as well. And that now already feels like a much nicer looking photo in all fairness. So if I turn these two off, you can see how it's kind of gone from looking alright to having a slight bit more detail to it, slightly darker. Just kind of making the image feel a little more pulled in, a little more detailed. And again, kind of giving that little extra bit of colour. I'm going to check actually see if that chromatic aberration was already there on the lens. It may have been. It was. So what's happened is obviously by adding in these, it's given that chromatic aberration a little more pop, just in the top corners. There you can't really see where my mouse is, but just in the top corner of each image you can see that slight bit of red. That's usually chromatic aberration or light bleed. Kind of a pain when it happens, but it's just one of those things, we can't really fix it. So now of course I'm going to go with a colour enhancer. So we have a lot of foliage here. By doing this you can see the greens now have really started to pop. It's a case of, do I want a warmer green or a cooler green? Now I'm thinking cooler green, as this made it look much nicer around here, but again I'm going to kind of pull it back a bit. So at the top I'm noticing it is kind of pulling the sky in a bit too blue. Obviously, do I want to add more of a greenish tint, reddish tint to try and counteract it? I think it's fine there, saturation wise. That's us turning it into a grayscale. So we add some more saturation here. Again, you don't want to kind of oversaturate it sometimes, so you don't want to make it look kind of cartoonish, because then it just kind of looks kind of stupid. So, vibrancy again, how do we feel? I feel lowering the vibrancy slightly is helping it, so it still feels kind of a photo without feeling kind of cartoony. Now on the green range, this is just a case of how do we want the greens to feel, brighter or slightly darker. I'm going to say slightly darker here. Maybe lower the hue a touch. Give it maybe a tiny bit less saturation, see how we think again. In fact, I'm kind of liking it there. So we're going to add that foliage filter right there, so let me just double click that, add it in. Excellent. So now we have our colour enhancer in. Now it's a case of, do I want to add a few more bits? Now I'm liking the look of this Purify Shadows. So again, this is all kind of things I do to kind of bring in colours. Try and bring your eye to the whole picture when there is no majority centre point. So obviously here you can notice the light shaft on the tree logs down there. You can see the river, you can see all the leaves and everything starting to bounce off. So again, we don't want to go too low, we don't want to go too high. Maybe keep it about there to give it that slight bit of warmth. Saturation wise, see how we feel. I feel that's going a bit too green now. Again, a little too dark, and we're going into grayscale territory. Vibrance, we're going into grayscale. Here, it's starting to feel much better for me. So, we're going to see how we think on the highlights. What do we think here? Nice and low on highlights, shadows. It's giving it more of a darkened tone, which I'm not after entirely. That I feel was better, so that's now giving it more of a nice colour range here. So again, this is all the things that I would do to edit out a photo and just give it a good look over. So I'm going to save this one as well, so click done. And we'll call this one Trees HDR. Save this one straight into here, so we know where to go later. Now, another program I use as well, I'm going to talk about in a minute, but first and foremost, I'm going to open up a photo and show how just changing the colour scheme can sometimes maybe save a photo where you feel isn't quite the absolute best of best photos. So let me see what we've got. Here's a good one. Let me see if I can get the right one of the swan, because I do remember one of these I wasn't 100% happy with. This one here. So, as you can see, this one got kind of the green tint to it. And I always thought to myself, the green tint is nice, but it kind of didn't work too well. So what I'm going to do is here, is do like what a lot of photographers will normally do with photos when they're actually not 100% with it. They like to pass it off as, we're doing this for artistic vision. It's really a case of I didn't quite like the look of how the image turned out. So we're going to turn it into a black and white piece. Now I'm thinking the chrome looks quite nice. It's still keeping all that detail. Maybe try high key here. Starting to lose some of it. A neutral I feel will just be kind of more flat. Yep, so that's quite flat. Inky, again, kind of removing a bit too much. So I think I'm going to maybe stick with the chrome here. So I'm liking the way it feels. It's done the image nicely. It looks good, so I've added a chrome. We go back, and again, we'll go over to HDR just to maybe see if we can give it that little bit extra now. Well, apparently my black and white did not add, so I'll add that again quickly. So black and white, chrome. There we go, now it's added. Lovely. Sometimes I can always tell it hasn't added it because it will still show the original colour of the image. So I'm thinking, again, the exaggerated tone, see how we feel? So it's kind of just helped make some of those things pop a bit more again. We're going to muck around here, see what we think. Add this. Now this is another example of too much detail. You can see the water quite nicely on the ripple effects, you can see all the feathers. As you start going up, it starts really over-exaggerating it, so sometimes too much detail can be too high. Clarity, again, do we want it to feel really detailed, or do we maybe want to give it a more softer look? For this one, I'm going to keep it slightly more detailed, not too soft. Lower the highlights to give the feathers a bit more punch. Shadow wise, I feel it's going to kind of pull away from the swan, the vibrancy. Let's have a see how we feel. Vibrancy is not really doing too much, kind of obvious there. The glow is kind of pulling in a bit, so I'm going to do that a touch. Grunge, it's black and white, this may help out more. Not too much, so yeah, we'll leave that one there. Now I've just got to think, how can I make that feel a little more popped? So let's try a bleach bypass. I cannot speak for the life of me, I never can. It's made it slightly darker, but do I feel that's better or worse? Honestly, I feel as though that's kind of taking away from some detail. I like how this looks now. We've got rid of that green hue look that was originally on the picture. And now the swan is kind of the central focus. It looks good, it has detail, it feels sharp. And that's another thing as well that is good for any kind of slightly out of focus image. Black and white is your best friend in the world, trust me. Sometimes you just need that black and white to kind of help put focus on an unfocused image. Which can be a pain now, and the one I'm going to quickly show is this one here. So this one has already been touched up. So as you can see, we've got all the effects down here and everything. You can see all the colours are popping like crazy. The duck looks good, the colours around look good, but the main draw is the duck. The colours around help exaggerate and push that duck. That's what you want. So if I turn all the filters off here, you can start to see how the original image looked. Now the original image had a more soft focus on it. Everything looked kind of alright, but a little bit washed out with too much white. That's the problem with soft focus. So again, just by adding maybe a few things such as a bleach bypass, it can do this. You can change the colour grading and things like that, but again, this is what we have on right now. So we turn these on here. Obviously right now we have our bleach bypass on, which I'll turn off in 2 seconds. And it's just made that image go from quite soft and overly white to bringing the central focus on the duck. Adding that extra depth of colour to really push that image outwards. So that's something you want to aim for as well sometimes, is just more colour to push that central focus outward. Now for on one, that's pretty much mainly what I do. Obviously there is a ton more to do. It's not the world's most expensive program, and if you do photography, drawing, anything along those lines, it is perfect. So I'm going to cancel. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Nice, that's what we like to see. So I'm going to go for actually a drawing I've done recently. So I go for pictures. I should be able to find it around. Here we go. So this is obviously a drawn picture. This isn't photography, this is one of them that I've drawn. So this again can really help out. In fact, I just noticed something that would have looked quite good there. So bleach bypass, you go with a high key warm, and if you notice how all of a sudden it feels more like it's a completely different colour. It looks more like something from RoboCop 2 than 1. It's kind of lost that sheen, lost that luster. Omaha Beach, again, it's changed the colour dramatically, so now you have two variations that you can play with. So we can muck around here a bit, change the colour, change the contrast, up detail slightly, play around with saturation. So do we want him to feel kind of really shiny and bright, or more dull and lustered? So again, we can muck around here, change the colours, and go from there. So now he's starting to feel more shiny than what he did originally. So again, I can also increase the amount, so then the whole thing looks kind of blue. Not what we want. So this is just with a bleach bypass. He's now gone more shiny. He kind of looks like he's got impacts. Again, this is just for artists who draw and maybe want to add that little extra bit of depth and detail. Obviously right now I have a 3D effect on, so that's kind of why he's got that chiseling effect around the sides there. But this alone has helped kind of push everything and exaggerate a bit more, make it feel more metallic, shiny, chrome, how it should be. So if I apply this one, and again we go to a HDR effect, see what we think. So again, HDR can make a lot of things feel a lot nicer. So we go for that natural look, increase compression, maybe lower detail slightly because we don't want too much detail, up clarity, highlights, see how we feel. So he gets more highlight, he's obviously getting slightly more whiter, but we want to try and keep some of that shiny chrome. So as we up the vibrancy, you notice now the colours are starting to get much more vibrant and dark blue now. So as to lower them down, he kind of looks more matted and dull, but I think maybe this might work quite well. So as we lower the shadows, and maybe a tiny bit of glow to him. Touch of grunge. And there we go. So as you can see, if it wasn't for the kind of chiseling effect, it wouldn't look like he's kind of got a broken arm and so on. But again, it's now given this more shiny metallic effect. So again, this is perfect for photographers, artists, drawers, animators, who kind of want to just kind of show off a few animations of a different frame. So if I turn off, obviously first HDR and then turn this off and this off, you can see he's gone from a shiny, well, he's kind of gone from a clear metallic to just bland colouring. It looks good, but it kind of looks bland. Now we suddenly added some detail, and all of a sudden he's kind of got this really shiny matte look to him. So again, I'm going to save this one here. I think we should call him Shiny RoboCop. So there we are, now we have Shiny RoboCop. And again, as I say, On1 is a really good tool for photographers, for artists, all that kind of thing really. So anything you feel is kind of artistic wise, photography wise, it's a brilliant tool. It's not that majorly expensive, it gets updated over time. There is constant freebies being sent out from the site as well, which makes it even better. Now the next one I'm going to talk about, which I'm going to change over to now, if I can do it in my Streamlabs. So I want to go to Window Capture, and we're going to move over to PaintShop Pro. Now this one, a little bit more of an expensive one to use, but again, the amount of stuff you can do with this is unreal. It has a ton and a ton and a ton of outstanding bits and bobs you can use. One thing I would highly recommend with this is getting the Ultimate Edition. It comes with everything you will need and then some. Now I will say though, for the most part I don't really use the editing software for photos on this one because I don't really need to retouch up photos too much, but If you want to touch up photos or anything, again, this is a really, really bloody good piece of software. Obviously, it's not Adobe or anything like that, but it does give some brilliant results. So what I'm going to do is here is we're going to actually go over to the workspaces. So let's get over to here. So for the workspace here, there's actually a few versions. You have Photography, Essentials, Complete, and then you have See the Sky. This one is more for photographers who do round beach photography, stuff like that. But again, though, Ultimate does give some slightly more better bits and bobs than just one extra. Complete is your full photo editing software. Essentials is just the bits and bobs you're going to need. Photography gives you a very nice AI workaround. So I'm going to show you what I mean here. So we go over to the AI. I'm going to close this here, and now I'm going to open up one of the images. So, as I was saying about the log earlier, let's see if we can find that now. So I'll show you what I mean here. If I can find the image. No, my luck, I probably cannot anymore. Here we go. So as you can see here, like I say, we've got nice detail. It's black and white, but maybe we want to add some colour to this, you know, really make it pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few AI filters and see what I think. So right now I'm having a look, see what this one looks like in the top corner here. Not thinking that works too well, kind of bland. So let's try instead with maybe a stained glass effect. Colour match. I want to change the colours around. So I no longer want it to feel like it's black and white. I want to add some colour to it. So I would do that. I would add the stained glass effect. So now it's done with this. And do I think that's kind of good? Maybe the sharpness is a bit too high. So what I'll do is I'm going to drop the smooth image. We're going to make it feel a lot less sharp. So here we go again, stained glass. So what's now happened is this is given obviously the stained glass overlay. So there's the original image, there's the stained glass overlay. What this is going to do though is allow us to create a second image later on. Now again, you can adjust your white balance, corrections, you can allow a lot of things to happen when you feel the image just wasn't quite right, and it does do a really nice job. But just for the sake of right now, I'm going to show you what some of these other ones do as well. So obviously you have quite a few different selections here on the AI. Naturally you have artistic, you have black and white film style. Again, there is a lot of stuff you really can play with here. You can download more and so on and so forth. So if you wanted to add a few bits and bobs, maybe again such as pencil engine, give this a go. I'm going to go with pencil light colour, see how this looks. Don't need to worry about all that lot. So this is what it would look like if it obviously had a bit of a pencil colour over it. So again, you've got a lot of effects to add to all different images to give them that slightly better look, maybe add some more details, or maybe do like what I'm going to show you how I do. So I'm going to go back to the AI powered, and again I'll show you a few different ones of what you can choose. So another good thing as well is obviously now we have an age texture, and what we can also do is we can then go for maybe impasto. In fact, that one doesn't quite work too well for me, so I'm going to think maybe pen and ink. So now we have this age texture, and now we're going to add pen and ink over this layer. So now it looks like it's a pen and inked age texture. Again, the good thing is here is a case of you can remove them, you can add them, you can play around with them, you can add a lot more to it. So I'm going to think, what do I think works well? So maybe an age texture. Give it that old style look. How do I think that's going to look? Bit too bright. Maybe some shades of blue. See how this looks in the top corner. See how we go. So again, now we've added shades of blue onto it. Maybe I want to add the stained glass effect, but this time I want to colour match it. So I go for a colour match stained glass effect. And now you can see the image is kind of starting to get a little bit muddled and distorted. It's kind of lost itself. that's absolutely fine, because what I'm going to do is next, I'm going to show you the next step of what we can do using all these things. So obviously now we go to here, we go to Save As. And I'm going to put this in my pictures as log small and blue, so I know exactly where to find it and what I'm looking for in a minute. Of course, it requires me to save to a folder because this is a pain in the backside, so let's just put it here in my art. So now we've obviously edited this image slightly, we've given it a few art filters. So now comes the more fun part, and also, for a lot of people, the free part. Which I'm sure a lot of them probably want to see all the freebies. Now then, how are you doing, Zero? Hope you're having a good one. So this is obviously with Paint Shop Pro. We've now added these filters on, and you can see how it all looks. It's kind of a big blurry mess. Doesn't look too pretty. So next what we're going to do is we're going to move over to Paint.net. So let me just go back over to here. Go to Window Capture, and we're going to change this round to Paint. Now the good thing is with Paint.net, it's free. You can literally pick this up for nothing, and it has some outstanding little tools to it. It is a surprisingly decent program for free. So what I will do is, obviously, we'll first and foremost bring in the original image. So obviously the original image, black and white, maybe need a little colour. I want to see how it looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Layers, Import from File, and we're going to import in that new one that we just made. So we bring in the blue, and now comes the fun part. Now we get to play around with the layers themselves. So if I do a multiply, as you can now see, the original is on top of this one, but it's a case of, do I feel this one works well? Keep checking around, see what works. Now normally I would go with an overlay. So as you can see, it's giving it that kind of crackled effect. It's got a nice blue hue and tint to it. But one thing that I can do now is start copying these. So duplicate the layer, bring it over, do it again, and see how I feel by adding a second layer over it. As you can see now, it's kind of giving it that slight darker. Overlay, giving it a bit brighter. Lighting is giving a slight brightness to it. So again, do I see what kind of changes I got? Does look slightly better. Now again, I can duplicate this one and then have a bit of a change around again and see what I think to it again. So maybe add a bit of glow. This now has made it feel very dark, and I've lost a lot of detail. Obviously too much white, as I was saying from earlier on. Colour dodging, kind of bright again. Colour burn is good. So if I do this and that, and now if I add, wrong one. I am an absolute, you know, I've been using this program now for about 14 years or so. Still cock up from time to time. So you see we have it obviously on the overlay. The multiply is too much. Screen is just far too much. So what I'm trying to do is now is trying to find that right one that's going to kind of give it that extra, but not give it too much. Difference is going to make it look absolutely terrifying. I don't even know how I click difference. So by doing this here and here. So now, as you can see, the image has gone from obviously the original deep grayscale to having a much more vibrant blue look to it. And what I'm also going to show is one that I did a few years ago. So if I can find it, let me have a check. Lemon bugger, give me 2 seconds again. This is the problem when you have so much stuff, it becomes a nightmare. Here we go. So now, this is one that I did with a slightly different colour adaptation, and as you can see, there is a lot more detail popping out on the trees. The colour is vibrant. Everything's really popped, but obviously on this one, we've gone to a more blue state. So what I might even do is actually, I might bring this one in with this one. Only problem is, I feel like this one may be slightly bigger, but we'll soon find out. Here it is, no worry, can soon shrink that down to the right canvas size. Oh yeah. That is definitely a wee bit bigger than the current canvas size, that is for sure. So what I'm going to do is... Oh yeah, that is by a million times bigger. Let's try and get these two overlaid here properly. Because obviously if you don't quite overlay it properly, you're going to get a weird ghosting effect, which is not what we want. Perfect. That's now what I should do. In fact, what I'll do is if I do this, and image, crop to selection. There we go. So now we have that mix of all of these old ones, and I'm going to increase the opaquency of this, and then see what we can do again about maybe adding some colour, or maybe seeing just would lower the opaquency up a bit. And honestly, I feel it did. So now by doing this with a mix of two images, we've gone from this black and white to this really in-depth, colourful, detailed image all of a sudden. So originally we obviously started out with the black and white, which I shall now open up just to give a quick show. So quick access with this one. So obviously this was the original image, black and white. It looks nice, but not much colour. This is an older one where obviously there's been a lot more colouring, kind of feels more watercoloured. And this is the one that we've just made by adding obviously a few filters on Coral Painter, well PaintShop Pro should I say, Painter's the painting software. So we've added a few extra blues, a few age textures, and then we've also put that other image over as well to give this image a lot more colour, more depth. It has detail, it's still got that slight darkness. You look at the image, and again, it's one of those with no major central focal point, but you can see where your eye is drawn. So first and foremost, your eye is drawn to the log, it's then drawn to the tree, it's then drawn to the bushes. It looks over at the river to see if there's anything around there. It brings your eye all around the picture at all times, so you're constantly looking around thinking to yourself, what have I missed? And again, with a more centralized picture, which I shall open up here as well. I'm trying to remember whereabouts it would be. So these ones I'm going to also quickly show as well how I've done but I made some of these. So this one is obviously, here you can see the exact central piece. It is the flower head. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just the flower. Oh, believe you me, Zedral, this sort of thing, super easy to get into. It's one of the more fun things to actually do as well when you start doing a bit of photo editing. But yeah, with this one, as I say, you can see this is directly central of the flower head. Now another one we've got as well, so let me just reopen some more. This is one of the fun things, as I say, when it comes around to photography, you do not need a super expensive camera, anything like that. You just need to be able to go out, take photos, and enjoy everything you do. Don't think that you need the latest and greatest camera technology. Because again, here, as you can see, your central focus is that flower. The fun thing is, these are the same flower. It's just at slightly different angles of photo. But again, though, you've got that green background kind of showing it off a little bit, but you've got this nice focal central point. Now, sometimes what you can do is, especially with programs like this, is get the magic wand and just see what you think about changing maybe some of the background. So obviously here, some of it's going to be a little more pain in the backside to do. That's fine. All we do is we select it, highlight it, bip, bop, boom. This has now gone full black. I can see a few obvious bits and bobs that need to be covered over. That's absolutely fine. I can do this either with the paintbrush quickly and just colour it over. It's obviously nice, quick. Don't really care too much about overtly detailed colouring here. It's just a case of get the mouse, go around, cover up the colours. So what this now has done is it's helped me create a more central point of where this flower belongs. So by doing this now, I can click on the magic wand again, click here. Shows me a few little bits I've missed, doesn't matter. Get rid of that. That now is a central flower image that you can now take and use anywhere else. This is another thing as well about photography work. If you can isolate the image, clean it up, make it look kind of sharp, 'cause obviously I can see some problems just down the bottom here and so on. If I get the paintbrush, so I can obviously get a slightly big radius to show. So mainly around this area and down there I can see the image isn't 100% sharp, but that's absolutely fine and dandy. I can then take this image and I can place it on another image, maybe add a few layers again, maybe play around with it on one effect, give it a few more details, and I can apply it to another image at the same time. So what I can do is here is I can get this image, open up a layer just to show what you can do here. Again, this is all just fun bits and bobs for like general photo editing. Just get yourself a free tool like Paint.net and have a play around. Don't worry about it looking cack, don't worry about it looking incredible. Trust me, everything is always going to look different. So this is one of my drawn Bulbasaurs, so as we raise him up, let's grab this background image, bring it to the front here, give it a nice selection point here, and let's shrink this down here. So now what I can do is, this wants to move with me. Do this here so, and then I can apply some adjustments. So if I want to maybe add a shadow, I can go to Effects, Object, Drop Shadow. I'm going to want the shadow this way. Give it a nice high opaque shadow. Give it some slight distance. Give it a real fade on the radius there. And now we suddenly have what looks to be a more realistic flower on top of Bulbasaur's head. But again, we can change this around slightly by maybe doing a few little extra add-ins to it. So maybe we change it to look more like an oil painting here. So now suddenly we have this oil painted flower on top of Bulbasaur's head. So again, you can take photography. It takes a little time to get it just right, but obviously adding slight drop shadows and everything can really help with those more like sharp, jagged details. Don't know if you're really going to see it now as we zoom in, but of course, as you can see, this now looks more like an oil painting. Just on top of Bulbasaur, kind of sitting there. Kind of works pretty well. Has the same feel, same colours. But yeah, that's one of the more central stuff. Adding more colour and making obviously a black and white image into a more colourful, vibrant image to give you more draw to things. Again though, the thing that always gets me the absolute most. Also, howdy there, the guy, how are you doing? Sorry if I don't answer a lot of the messages at the moment. I don't have my tablet on, so I am kind of flicking backwards and forwards to Twitch to make sure everything's right. So if I do miss anything, I do 100% apologise in advance. Again, I'm looking at this and I'm just seeing it is still quite dark, so I'm just going to have a quick fiddle with the filters again a second. Do give me a moment. Aha! That's better. Apparently, with me running in HDR, I need to force this into HDR. The wonderful, wonderful world of streaming, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pain in the ass. That looks much better now. Now you can essentially see what I see. So obviously in my case I have a HDR monitor, so everything kind of looks a lot more vibrant and bright. Streaming wise it looks terrible. Oh, that's always a pain in the ass. Hopefully it goes nice and smooth when the internet cable changes. Hopefully no numbnuts cousin accidentally cut through the damn thing and then leaves you with no internet. Because I would be so fucking peeved. Oh, I see you've also acquired the Blusteroo. Let's see what we can do this right now. I see you acquired a Blusteroo. Figured for you, the guy from the place. Now you get that Blusteroo. I'll see you after dark. Good lord, that one is the most worst one to do. It's just Richard Nixon giving you a... I'll see you after Watergate. But yeah, now you can obviously see much better colour variation. Now I can actually show you how it looks in proper colours. Because obviously, streaming equipment is a bitch and I hate it all. That's how simple that one goes, in all fairness. God damn it all, I hate it here with some of these sons of bitches. But yeah, as I say, with using some of the filter stuff, you can go from black and white to colour, to adding that real depth of colour, and of course, as you've seen as well, central images really bring it out. I mean, this naturally has been edited slightly, so it now looks much darker and zoomed in slightly. You can also, obviously, once you start working around it, get rid of the image, get rid of some of the colour, and then you can use it to create other little bits and pieces. So if I open another one as well that I've done... This is the problem when you literally do not save anything anywhere. You have all of this crap every bloody way, and it is a nightmare. I don't even remember I put off the stuff I photoed anymore. So here's another actual good example here of like from the on-one effect. So this was the original Teddy, and now we'll import his darker version. So this is essentially now importing in Grunge Teddy. That's what I'm going to call him. So as you can see, the original one, it was nice. It was just like a bit flat on the colours, so I put it into the on-one effects, and we gave it that slightly more darker, grungier effect, makes him feel a little more dirty. At the same time though, it draws your eye more to the Teddy. Because obviously beforehand, if we again turn this layer off, it's kind of muted, you're looking at it, it's like, oh yeah, see what it is. When you do this, all of a sudden your eye is drawn directly to that teddy bear, it's like, wow, that is a dirty, grungy teddy, isn't it? And then your eyes are just fixated on that one area becoming this central spot. So another good one about talking about central spots I noticed with one of the photos I took today. Where would it be? Just here. So, things like this are a good example of centrals. So again, I might bring this in on one again in a second and change it around a little bit, but as you can see, you've got the background here. It's blurred out nicely. The central focus is obviously part of the Buddleias. So as you zoom in, you can see the closer the Buddleia is, it's slightly more zoomed out, so it's creating more of a it's creating a more cleared effect on the brown, whereas the pink has become kind of blended in, so it draws your eye to the brown detail more than the pink detail. It's that added extra, but it's giving you that central focus there. So as I was saying earlier on, a lot of cameras will try, the closer you get in, will blur out the backgrounds better around the radius of the lens and give you that more central focus. So sometimes a more closed aperture is a more closed ring. So I can show actually with this. Let me just quickly check on here again, make sure again I'm not missing anyone chatting. Yep, lovely. So on here, a very closed aperture. So on cameras you can go from anywhere as low as, I believe on some of the more professional ones, at 0.8 up to maybe 22. So 0.8 would be how... Oh yeah, that is a very thick brush size. We want to maybe shrink that down a wee bit. So that there is now your central focus. That bit is going to be the super sharp point of focus on such a low aperture. So when you're taking photos with any kind of camera and you're checking the apertures, so this is for anyone who wants to get into photography, does photography, again, it doesn't matter what kind of camera you use. I started out with a dog shit crappy 8 megapixel digital jobby from Tesco. I moved up to a very cheap Olympus digital. Then I got my OMD EM5. Now I'm using an EM1X. And it is night and day difference of everything, but you can still get some incredible quality photos with low quality cameras. Even my phone camera, which is absolute dog shite, because it is a solid built work phone. It's not built for phone. Well, it's not built for... Yeah, it's not built for phone, it's a phone. Duh. It's not built for photos. It can take some pretty solid photos when it wants to, but I'll say right now, this is obviously the aperture ring. This would be set on quite low. Another thing as well is the amount of shutters inside the lens can cause a more bokeh effect. So obviously, what that is as we zoom in here, you can see how smooth everything looks. The smaller the amount of the, I just literally said it, the parts in the lens, which my brain has essentially forgot, God knows how, but it has. The smaller amount, the more squared the bokeh effect is going to be, and the less smooth the image is going to be as well sometimes when it comes around to creating that nice blurred effect. But again, let's go back to the aperture. So again, this say would be a 1.4 aperture. Everything inside that circle is super sharp, and as you can see, it starts getting slightly more duller and duller and duller. Now let's go for one that would be, say, maybe 18. So it would sit here. So this whole point is your focal point. Everything there is focused. Everything behind it is then going to start getting a light, dull, soft focus, but it's not going to have that really sharp focus there. So how it is centrally is going to how it's look on the edges of the frame as well. So it gives everything that dead set on look. So I'll see if I've got one that has that image actually. In fact, I should do some of my more wider shots. So if we do a wider shot, there we go. So as you can see, this is a completely wide open shot. There's no central point for the lens. Even with a super tight aperture, it's got nothing to focus on. So this was a 1.6 aperture shot. Naturally, if there was a central focus point, say there, or even just say the shed, if it was nice and close to the shed, it would create a lovely creamy blended effect around the edges, but obviously because it's a wide open shot, everything is just wide open space. But again, with one like this one, and let's just get rid of this ring, as you can see, we've got this super sharp focus here. Everything in the background is really blurred out because you're nice and close. But if I open that aperture ring up, everything will start to look a lot more like this image here. So you would see all the background in just full detail and no focus. But yeah, for something like this one again, I might pop it on one, give it a few changes, see if we can maybe change the colours, maybe even put it in Paint Shop again, give it a bit of a play run, see if we can give it some more extra zest. I'll say zest, but hey, you never know where you're going to get with a photo. But yeah, another thing as well, as I say, with photos like these, it looks really nice, but you might think to yourself, the colour is a little too muted. It's a nice photo, but does it work with just these few amount of colours, unlike with, say, this one, where obviously it's now been given a lot more colour, it's got more vibrancy, or even this one, with a colour is really in your face, really high vibrancy. So of course, what we shall do is here, is we'll do, as I say, the photographer's trick. And that is, do we have it on here? Alright, we can do it on adjustments, even better. So we can turn it black and white. So now it's a case of the colour has gone completely. The entire thing is still got that central focus, but now as you can see, the colour in the buddleias has gone from that pinkish purple and the brown where it's all starting to die off, to this light grey and really dark grey, and it's drawn your eye more to the attention of the buddleia itself. The background kind of just blends into nothingness. You don't even really notice that background. You're noticing the buddleia and it's drawing your eyes to that attention. So again, with this shot here, we have a look at it. It's a nice little shot, just kind of basic. We turn it black and white, and then your eyes kind of drawn to other parts of the contrasting image. So beforehand, as we look at it all, so let me just break out the old paintbrush here so we can kind of see what I'm pointing at. So one of the good things about this, I can get a paintbrush and kind of point towards it. So obviously we've got the brick wall, we've got the shed, we've got a bit of greenery here and there, we've got the path. It's a nice image, but it's not drawing your eye to anything in particular. As it goes grey, all of a sudden, it gives this slight more pop, and you look around and you start noticing the clouds. You're looking at the brick wall and you're seeing more shadow detail on the brick wall. It brings your eye over to there. You start looking at the bushes, you start looking around, seeing if you can see any more details. It's gone from a nice colourful image to a black and white image which is starting to draw your eye around. So again, if you've taken an image where you don't quite feel too right of it, try in black and white and see how you feel. Because thus sometimes black and white can really help pop that image and make it feel much more vibrant. So again, let's go with... So another thing as well with a lot of cameras, they have filters. And they have all different kind of filters. I don't know how phone cameras work. I'm sure they have some outstanding ones. But for me, I like to use a lot, obviously, on the camera. So this is a more aged effects one on the front of the castle. Now, as I look around, obviously, we've got a few people here and there. Nothing really much I can do about it. Unfortunately, that is one of those walks of life. But it's given the photo a more vintage, aged effect. So another thing as well you can sometimes do is try and give photos that aged effect. So if I take this one and maybe... I'm thinking pop it in on one, which we shall get launched again. Hopefully, let us pray it doesn't bloody crash, because it's a pain in my backside. It hates me. So let's get this one open in here. I shall move over to it in 2 seconds. I'll just open up this file first. And drum roll. Anyway, there we go. It didn't explode. That's one thing we like to see. It didn't explode. That's the main thing. Right, let's go to Windows Capture and move this around. This is one thing that's a pain in the backside for me, is the fact of I have to go to the... I'll have to go to Streamlabs and keep changing everything around over time. Does it have it up? Creative, Discord, Paint.net, Chrome, Streamlabs. It's not... Oh, gosh, you're not showing it up, you bugger. Aha, here we go. Now we've got it. Spot on. Right, so... Now we've got it in on One Effects. So now it's a case of... As I say, it's got this old style vintage effect to it, but... Is there anything I can do to make it feel better? So again, we'll go to the exaggerated tones. And right now I'm going to see how it feels with it on and off. So it's taken a bit of that glow away and made things kind of pop a little more. So now it's time to start mucking around with all the settings again. So vibrance turns it more blue. Do I want it more blue? Not really, but that little extra colour does help a bit. Maybe darken the shadows, increase the highlights. Increase the clarity. I cannot speak for the life of me. So obviously here becomes another problem as well. When you start upping the detail, you start noticing all that white. You start lowering it, obviously you're going to get a lot of grain. So you want to try and find that nice happy medium where you're not getting it looking like it's just been smoothed over with a bar of soap. You don't want it looking like it's just been scratched over with a 50,000 wire brush. So I'd say just there's looking nice. How about compression? So again, compression wise, I don't want it going overtly white here. So maybe lock it to about here. Do I give it a bit of grunge? Let's have a look. I'm liking that grunge darken effect. So as you can see now, just by adding this single filter, we've added that little extra detail to all the ivy, all the crap that's growing around the castle area. It's made it feel more central focus on the details. It's taken away a little bit of that blur from the original effect of the photo. So obviously I need to turn these both off. So you can see at the moment it's kind of got a soft effect, but it kind of looks vintaged. Now it's gone much more darker, it's removed some of that soft effect, and it's starting to highlight some more of the details. So next up would be a case of, oh, I kind of wanted to give it that antique feel. I can also go here, and go to neutral antique. Then start having a bit of a play around here. Because again, this is all the fun of having stuff like this, is just literally play around with it. See what you think. How do you feel about it? So how do I feel about this? Does it look nice? Does it look terrible? I feel it's added that vintage effect again, but this time while keeping a bit more detail to it. So what I can also do is I can turn off the HDR look. And now obviously it's kind of got that overly bright. So we've gone from overly bright and looking nice to having a slightly more vintage feel again, but keeping more detail. So now what I've done is essentially make the image, again, not too much different to what it already was, but giving it more detail in certain areas, making it kind of pop, and giving you that focal point on the castle, and taking away from everyone who's wandering around the van and so on. That's all now disappeared into the ether. So let us go with maybe a bit of dynamic contrast. So another thing as well I like about this is just having a look at how each section looks, see how I feel. Let's go for texture enhancer. And again, we'll turn it off. It's given everything that real nice deep pop. So now it'd be a case of what do I feel would work best here. I want to kind of keep the tone there. Maybe up the shadows a bit. Increase the whites a tiny bit. Lower the blacks. And check the vibrance. The vibrancy I feel is kind of making the clouds a little bit too off. Now this is not certainly one black and white, but again I want to kind of keep it as a vintage old style, so I'll do it about here. Keep that there. So now do I feel like anything else could be added on? Again, I can have a bit of a look, maybe even apply a bit of a colour enhancer, see what I think. So we used to say reduce colour. That now gives it a almost feel of like it belongs in an old art museum in a castle itself, not in the castle. So again, this would be maybe a second variation of it that I saved, so I would cover this one over. So I would remove the colour enhancer, just say, nah, I like how this looks for now. It's got that old effect, but I also like the other one. So I'll save both variations. So what I can do is here I can actually export this one. So I can go to quick export, go to here, and we'll just call this Old Castle. That's now exporting away. And the good thing is, with it being a quick export, it then means I can play around with it even more again. So it kind of saves all this here. Another thing as well I like about ON1, you can have this set up, add all these filters how you like it, and then you can save this exact setup so you can have this kind of same look to everything as you wanted with every other picture. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So we'll say we are done here. So I will say done. We will save this as Grey Castle. So now what we should do is we'll load up another image in a second once this one's obviously finished playing around a bit. In fact, what I'll do is we'll bring in the duck. So obviously the duck is quite a nice little one to show off here. It is a really interesting thing to play around with. So again, with this one, this is actually an image that I've already kind of messed around with, sorted out a bit. So as I'll show again, this is obviously the new duck, shall we say. So if I turn off all of these settings here, you can start to see how the duck used to actually look. Again, it's got that more softer look, and as you can see, the colours are just... The duck is central, but the colours are kind of muting themselves. It's a bit too white here. So by doing this, we then start to remove all the white colour. We start to really emphasise the waters. We make it darker, and we make the duck the central point, again by bringing that colour in the background up with it. So it's not focusedly blurred out. The duck is in the right spot. The colours have brought it forward. And it's made the duck the penultimate centerpiece here. So now what we'll do is we'll go over to the presets, and I have my saved ones here which I call the vintage. So these were ones where it was designed to make usually more vintage style postcards and stuff like that. So here we see, obviously this would be more of like kind of an old postcard kind of thing that you might want to send. Obviously you've got a more painted style as I felt it was. The good thing is as well with this, you can go back to every single one that you've added and you can play around with all of them, or you can remove them, you can add more, however you feel. Which is nice about doing it that way. So again, in this case right now, we've kind of taken away the central point and made it just feel old. What I like the most though, by the look of things, as I'm looking at the sides here, it's either this one or this one. So what this has kind of done now is put the duck again more central, but obviously taking away more of the colour, and it's just kind of made it feel this old vintage style of feel. You can still see the duck. So what I can do is here as well actually is we will do what we have done with a few of the other ones on paint.net. So let me save this one. We shall call this one the duck card, because why not? Again, one of the only major issues is I would highly recommend saving any kind of image work you do on here to an external hard drive, because holy bloody moly, the file sizes are absolutely enormous. In fact, to give a bit of an understanding of how it is, let me go to here, let me go to here. So that image we just saved is 86 megabytes. The original image is 7. So that gives you a bit of a rundown on how big some of these files can actually get. They can become absolutely enormous. So again, when you're doing all this kind of edit work, I would highly, highly, highly recommend maybe an external hard drive, or definitely a place to store all of your stuff. So what I'll do is now is obviously I will bring in our new duck. Then I shall get the layers, import our old duck. So now the old duck has been imported in. So what I'm going to do is here, take a look and think, do I want the old duck overlay with this one? Not really. So I'm going to get rid of that old duck. Also as well, another thing we're going to notice, we have that border here. So we've got to make sure to drop that duck down slightly in a second. So I'm going to go with this one. Get him nice and centrally framed here. So another thing as well that can be a bit of a pain is just trying to frame up everything so it's all going to layer nicely. So lower the opaquency or opacity and yep. So what I'm trying to do here is obviously stop any kind of ghosting effect. Obviously I don't want the duck to kind of look like he's suddenly Ghost Rider. You can still see he's ever so slightly out. It might be a case of, yeah, the image itself is just a wee bit too small. One of the only problems with things like this is obviously just getting it perfectly leveled. Now that doesn't look too bad there, but still seeing the old quacker's head ghosting. So let's pull you up here slightly more, see if that is a problem. And we need to just about getting that bloody right section. But what I might do is actually I'm going to increase the opacity. I don't know why I say opagancy. God knows why. There we go. Right. Where do you want to be sitting, me old duck? There we are. So what I'm noticing is there's a slight discrepancy there. Let's have a look, see how it lines up. Now, is that the build there? Ever so slightly out on the edge here. Again, the joys of photo editing. There we go. Not quite 100% perfect, but it's enough to not cause... I just saw when I was mucking around with the ghosting effect, which is one of the biggest pains for any photographer going. So now what I can do is... see what I think to colour-wise. So another thing I might want to do in a second is actually remove some of the bits. So how do I feel colour-wise here? It's giving it more vibrancy, but what if I was to change this around to here and do this as an overlay? That has given our duck quite a bit of the darkies. That's made it very dark. Lighten. I'm liking the lighting effect. So if I was to remove this one first. So if I was to double that, that makes that slightly darker, which we don't want, because I want to try and make this a little bit brighter to give it a little more colour again. So let's do this. Add it as a potential overlay. That's made it very too bright. So apparently that's about the best we're going to get there for the image. All in all though, I'm liking the way it now kind of looks. It's got, again, a more vintage feel to it. The duck's still in there. And of course, it's got slightly more colour than the original, which is kind of what we needed. In fact, if I added this one again, made this one... aha, no, this one's an overlay. That's why. So what we'd want to do is here is make this one darker. Maybe place this one over here. Too dark. Let us try again a lighting review. Seeing zero difference. Outstanding. How about a little glow? And then we drop the opagancy. So again, as you can see, overlaying images, creating new images, and just doing things like this can really give you a newer image. So again, duck is a nice bit of focus, you've got a nice bit of colour there. If you ever wanted to kind of add in the duck again, so if we do this, bring our lovely duck here, change his overlay off. So if I want to keep him kind of there, what I'm going to have to try and do is remove this background here. Another thing I might have to do, depending on how bad the tolerance is for colour. Oh yeah, this is going to be a pain for tolerance for colour. So I can try and remove as much as I can do naturally. Nope, nope. We don't removing that bit now, do we? Aha, nice. So you can see obviously the colours are starting to become more and more vibrant as I'm doing it, more darker in areas. So another thing I can do is actually break out the old. Here we go. There we are. Oh, am I going to put it on the wrong thing? Darn it all, I've done the usual thing, I forgot the bloody changeover. It's going, I just did the usual thing of being a tit. As I said earlier on, you can't change around a few bits and bobs, and what did I do? I forgot to change it over the paint. I do apologise. So here we see the duck. I do apologise there. I have done this before, Ghost, when I was drawing, and for about 2 hours I literally fucked up everything. I drew on the wrong things like an absolute titty. So what I would do is I will quickly undo everything I've done to show you what I was doing. So we're going to go through a very strange little metamorphosis. So this is the new one I obviously just did not too long back on the ON1 software. We import the duck in. I've got to try and find exactly where it lays with the overlay with the old HDR. I found the point, and now it's a case of I'm going to start changing around some of the layer attributes, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, trying to give it a little bit more colour. So now it's a case of adding all the little bits and bobs in. As you can see, the colour's not looking too bad, but I'm not too fond of the duck kind of blending in still. So again, we're going to keep adding a bit more. Start to remove some of the detail from the current layer. Selecting it all with magic. Not the best thing. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to remove it with the eraser tool. So I'm going to see how I feel about the colours around the duck. Try and be careful where I can be. But again, keep the nice, vibrant looking duck as much as I can do here. As well, also keeping the new border we've added. So there we go. So now we have the duck, obviously with a slightly more vibrant colour scheme to it. Move some here. Sometimes as well it might be nice just to, you know, remove a little bit of the colouring, give it a little more pop. So again, here we now see the duck is on the newer backgrounds. I can drop everything down and merge it onto one. Only problem is that I have with Paint.net sometimes, you merge some stuff and it kind of screws up how the image currently looks, which can be an absolute pain in the ass. So as you can see, I've just merged it down and the duck's suddenly gone to this duck. But that's the duck I want to keep. So what I would do is I would obviously just naturally save the image and it collapses it all naturally without mucking up any work that I've just done. But again though, it is a case of it will remove said deck and this. Change this back to normal a second. So that is obviously the new duck that we did, but we wanted to make it look a little bit different, give it a vintage look, but also keep the duck there for the simple reason of it doesn't quite pop out. This version does pop out. This version really holds well on this whole new colour scheme. So now it's a case of you've got a much darker greener colour scheme instead of that really deep blue of the original duck. It's giving it a little bit more extra, and also you've got this nice little border going around as well. So yeah, all this sort of thing is always good. You smell burning. Jeez Louise. See, Zuzu played Stardew for 15 minutes without changing a scene. That's fine. I've been trying to do photo tutorial stuff without changing a scene. That's not good news bears. But yeah, if you think something is burning in a house, for the love of cheese, man, go and make sure it is not burning. We do not want to suddenly see everything burnt to the ground. That is not good. Not good news bears at all. But yeah, I'll say, you can go from original black and white photos like this one where it looks nice, go into things like Paint Shop, start adding colour and variant overlays, bring it into Paint.net, and then overlay them and play around with them like we have done with the duck, like we did with the log over here as well. So obviously this log has now got quite a few different overlay colours to it. It's just giving it that new bit of vibrant life to it. And of course, we saw what we did with the bunny. Bulbasaur now has himself a nice realistic oil painted little flower, which of course was this. Another thing as well, when you're taking photos, the focal length of what your camera can do can really improve some of the imagery. So you can have a pretty old khaki phone camera, you can have a good old fashioned digicam, you can have an old disposable film job. As long as you can get up close enough and you can still see through either the viewfinder or the screen, no matter what you're using, that the image looks nice and sharp, take the photo. Because then that way, as it gets closer in, you're going to get that much more blurred effect. Obviously, around here you can see it's blurred around the edges while still keeping some of it sharp, and it still looks nice. If this was a full sharp image, I don't think it would look as nice, in all fairness. It works well with that slight blurring, again with this having that slight more antiquing effect that we dusted a minute ago. This looks nice, but then we added obviously all the antiquing, which is, let me bring this up as well. Obviously we did 2 versions of this one. So this now gives it that proper vintage feel. So this one was taken with the vintage filter on my camera. This is where we've edited it slightly to give it that more vintage feel. It looks more like an old kind of tobacco stained postcard, in all fairness. It looks like it's been in a smoker's house for quite some time, even though the van is very modern. But we ignore the modern van and the very modern people. But yeah, photo editing, all that sort of thing is just really fun to do. Like I say, don't be afraid to go out, pick up a cheap old camera and just go to town on all these kind of things. Your neighbour is burning something. Oh, for the love of cheese. I really hope the neighbour isn't trying to burn you down here. You're checking the power cable, it's hot as fuck, nothing wrong. The neighbour is, oh good lord. But yeah, one thing you will notice with power cables is they do get hot, especially the more electricity they draw, they will start to get hotter and hotter and hotter. So anything that draws a lot of current is going to get warm. It's like with CPU, so I'm going to quickly nerd out a bit here on PC stuff. So with CPUs, the way we're doing it now is obviously we're kind of creating a virtual stack of each one. The problem is by doing that, it's drawing more power onto a smaller surface. So you've got a lot of power onto a very small surface, which is causing a lot of heat buildup with all that power piling up and up and up and up. That's why a lot of things nowadays are getting very bloody hot. So some people say like, oh, my CPU's running at 75 degrees on water cooling, is that normal? If you've got that thing overclocked to maybe 4.5 to 4.8 gigahertz, that's perfectly fine. Now, what kind of power cable are we looking at here? Because some power cables can be run like that, because obviously they have a thicker core. When you need to start worrying is when you have like the really thin core stuff and it's drawing a lot of power fast. So say you have like a basic phone charger with a thin wire, it's only drawing a very small amount of current to keep bringing in juice to the phone to charge it up. If that phone charger then started probably powering, I don't know, a PC, running through that wire is going to get incredibly hot, incredibly fast, and it's going to melt. Most wires though, most wires should now, I should say, conform to the proper standard where it's a case of they will self-extinguish. So if it starts getting really fucking hot and you notice your wire melt, that's extinguishing itself. Laptop power ones shouldn't be too bad, but do keep an eye on your power brick. Because obviously that is the point of where it is pulling all the power in and converting it ready for the laptop. You want to keep an eye on that to make sure it doesn't get too warm too fast. So obviously if that starts getting a lot of heat all the time, the transformers start warming up, it starts wearing out components. It might not be a major hazard, but at the same time, as it starts heating up more and more, all the components inside start kind of getting a slight slap in the face, like, I'm getting sick of this shit. Yeah, the brick will get pretty warm. As I say, keep an eye on it. If you start to think it's getting a fair bit too warm, maybe turn it off for a little while and let it all cool down a bit. So obviously, as I say, with power bricks, it's drawing in a huge current and it's dropping it down to run the laptop, because obviously the laptop doesn't need all that bloody power going into it. PC power supplies have the converter boxes and all this fucker. Laptops ain't got the room for that bad boy. Oh, 10 hours is fine and dandy. Like I say, if you've been running it for literally 24/7 for 2 weeks, I would be kind of concerned, but over 10 hours, yeah, it would get warm because it is drawing in the heat from there and everything. But yeah, I've known people literally run those things for like 4 or 5 weeks at a time and all of a sudden wonder why it just died and never turned back on again. Probably because you burnt the shit out of every capacitor in there. The poor thing is running 240 volts down to whatever voltage. It don't like doing that all day, every day for the next 20 years. Now what's with the hey-hays? Oh god. We'll be coming across to the clown. I knew it. But yeah, I say, this has just been like a quick thing with just all the art stuff and all this, like how we do it all. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm actually going to save some of these photos, because in all fairness, I'm quite happy with how some of these have turned out in all fairness while I've been doing like the tutorial thing. And Rocking Stone. Yeah, can do for an hour, what the fuck. Should we change it around to a Rocking Stone string for a bit? We may as well. So let me just close down a few bits and bobs here, and we'll get that sorted out in a minute. So, there's only, I believe, 2 or 3 that I've mucked around with here that I want to save. Which is good news bears. So let me just save these 2, and we shall change it around to Rocking Stone for a bit. What the heck? Should be a fun old time. So we want the blue one. Change this over to here. Lovely. As I say, when you're doing any kind of photo editing, all that sort of thing, pick up any kind of camera and just do whatever you like. Don't be afraid to think that, oh, this looks terrible. Trust me, some of my first photos were absolutely bloody dog shite. It took me a fair while. And I had to get good fast because I was doing a bloody wedding. You just want to do it as a hobby, you can take whatever kind of photo you like and see how you feel with it. Right, so what we should do is we'll shut down here. Shut down here. Then to shut down anything and everything that is going to maybe kind of create a little bit too much gusto on the poor PC. So I don't want to kind of kill it. So my poor PC is already getting a lot of kickings. Oh, bugger. Right, let me sort out all of this bits and bobs here. What do we want to go to? So if we go... Oh, that reminds me. I shall turn off the music, because we don't want to be hearing that while we're playing a bit of Rocking Stone. Go to Steam. Rockstone and a bit of bone. Let me turn off the window capture. Turn on game capture. I believe it's game capture 2 is the right one. I can't remember. It's me. Something or never around here is the right bloody thing. I just don't know what. Deep Rock Galactic DirectX 12. That's what always gets me is the different bloody settings now. Like, I can have DirectX 10, 12, 11, 9, 8. Did you know that Grand Theft Auto still runs in DirectX 9? It's true. Ooh, ooh. That also reminds me, while we were switching around, I need to turn on my tablet, otherwise I won't be able to see anyone. And that is the last thing we bloody need right now. So do give me a few moments as we are moving around, prepare for scuff as always. Let me set up a few bits and bobs. As per always, I'm not ignoring anyone, I'm just literally trying to set up here. I don't hate you, I swear. It's true, I do not. I did not hate her either. Oh, there we go then. See, the more practice you do, the absolute better. Yep, exactly. GTA 5 was on the 360. It was a DirectX 9 exclusive style game. When it went on the PC, I think they updated it to run DirectX 11. Probably with all the recent updates and everything else they've done to it, they probably now have it running 12. Which would be bloody lovely if they do. Come on, tablet, stop being a bitch. You know how it works, and so do I. Just like love. Ooh, ooh. Yep, no doubt. Oh my good lord, is this what this game looks like? Or is it because I've got the wrong capture on? Huh. Yep. Yeah, we can VC in 2 seconds. Let me just get a few things changed around here. Let me just sort out the colours. So, I've got screen capture off, window capture off. Yep. Is this one of those where it is kind of being forced? Aha! Spot on. Now, is this what I see? It is! Now you two can essentially see the horrors that I see in bloody HDR. Does look a wee bit dark though, so I will quickly change this around a bit so it looks a little less khaki for everyone. Edit filters. That looks terrible. I need to show the filter first so I can work on it, you ding ding. Nope. There you go, it's just a contrast I need to work around. And maybe a bit of the gamut. Little more. Little more. Little less. Little more. Back and to the left. There we go, that's better. See, this is just literally all the penultimateness of fucking around with just... I need to fix the filters. Then I need to fix the stream. I've been doing this shit for 17 years. You would think I have any kind of semblance of fucking... know what the hell I'm doing, wouldn't you? But surprisingly, I still have absolutely bloody zero. Oh, poops and doodles. Righty then, where do you want to do the old VCing? That sounds so dirty and so wrong. Oh my. Come on, tablet, stop being a bitch. Lovely jubbly. Now, one thing I'm also going to have to do as well quickly is just make sure that everyone's audio is dandy. Because that can always be a bit of a shitbag. Right. Oh, that reminds me, I need to quickly change around a few things. We are no longer currently on art. We are now currently on... Many. Edit stream. Not on art anymore, we're on Deep Rock Galactic. Yep, Deep Rock Galactic. And let's change this to... There we go. And I can enter Joe's. And there we go. Dip, boop, shoobity boop. And boop. Ew. Oh no. Hello. Right. Let's see how you sound. Right. Let's see how you sound. I sound lovely. I sound lovely. It worries me that I just see Pain and Zuzu on a body pillow. It worries me that I just see Pain and Zuzu on a body pillow.
These grabs every day.
Sounding pretty low there, so let's turn you up a bit. Sounding pretty low there, so let's turn you up a bit. I think just turn everything up. This is not going to get a constant echo from it just to make sure that you're actually playing alright. This is not going to get a constant echo from it just to make sure that you're actually playing alright. Right. I believe you're coming through alright by the look of things. I believe you're so. Let me just mute myself here again. Jubbly. Do this, do that, do some of that.
One, two.
There we go. Right. And continue. That reminds me, actually, let me double check to make sure. No bollocks. I'll just crash everything. Oh no, I might not done. Oh,
Up and at 'em!
let us see what our audio capture thing is. Make sure I've got it in the right bloody one. Properties. So this should be Realtek HD audio second. Yep, that's right. Excellent. So the headphones one is obviously my mic, which I don't need. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we need to is invite him into the Rock and Stone.
Rock and stone like there's no tomorrow.
Ew.
Help, how do I right here?
I've called the
So
palm tree.
I keep pressing C and it doesn't do anything.
You're pressing C.
Yeah, it says that, you know, invite friends with C.
Ah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly turn off HDR here. If I can do. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's better. God, it's like turning on a bulb. Right. Boop, boop. Shoopity boopity boopity boo. Where are you? There. E. There we go. I'm joining your game now.
Oh, that works.
Oh, but of course. I am no longer the Padilla. I am the driller now. I will be the captain. Yeah.
Drill 'em and grill 'em.
Oh,
Rock and
baby, baby.
stone like there's no
Ah!
yeah.
Hello.
Rock
My God, man, you're so bald. Where's your hair?
Don't ask.
Have some decency in the dwarf. Yep.
You don't want to talk. Have you looked at yourself?
Yes. I look fucking fabulous.
I think that's where all my hair went. Something yours.
Exactly. Now, don't mind me. Nope, very high contrast. Let me just sort that out quickly.
ice cold and
Oh, oh my God, I see what you mean there. Holy bloody moly, that is some seriously high contrast. What I should do is I will turn off the filter now, because obviously I had HDR on. Oh God. Right, so that's done there, and then we need to... let us turn this from rec to sRGB. There we go. Also, if anyone else wants to pop in for some rock and stone, by all means, do let me know. Did you just hit me with a bloody water balloon?
No.
You can't lie to me, I know what you did. If you don't mind, I'm going to go over here and bounce.
stand still.
Going to play with my big ball.
Watch and learn.
Wait a second, I'm not dancing. What's wrong with me? Are my legs broken? There we go.
God, no.
Just get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it.
There we go, much better. I'm just saying, what kind of Gen Z shit is that? Just jump and just start fucking flossing.
There we go, that's much better. Yeah, that's my kind of moves.
Rock and stone, brother.
You heard him rockin' stone, brother.
Rock and stone.
God, it's so funky up in here all of a sudden. Beer?
Fortune and glory.
Now don't mind me, I'm going to dance with my beer.
Orders from management. Stop dancing and get to it.
Screw you, management, I'm drinking a beer.
I'm surprised I didn't pour all that beer into my face.
In my
See this man right here, I'm going to hit him with a beer flask. Never mind.
Ow.
I don't know. Wait a second. That bot, wait, let me just point at the bartender. Bobbin.
How do you pour?
There we go. Yeah, that's it.
How do you decide how to dance?
You don't, you just kind of come back in and out, and you dance new tunes. Oh my God, I've just got an achievement for disc jockey. Wait a second, we're not playing any more
I used to
songs.
get an achievement for kicking all the
Oh, kicking all the barrels in.
barrels down there.
You know, somehow this music doesn't quite fit to the... Fuck Rockin' Stone Brothers, I fucking bang out to some kids' bangers. God, this kid's buff hits hard. Literally, this shit could put a baby to sleep. Oh, that reminds me. Let's get you some good drinks inside of you, for God's sake.
Back out stout noise.
There you have yourself one of these bad boys. That's a
I'm
drink
turning
for a
off the
man.
Passing move, Steam. Now quit it.
Never mind, we're just gonna really boogie woogie. What is going on behind me?
Slamming my
Care to
head
explain?
into my back.
First he tries to slide in my DMs, then he tries to slide into my back.
Keep us together.
Ah yes, the slow dance with the booze. Sorry, do you
I'm
mind? You're
loving
getting beer in my
hearing
beard.
There's a lot of...
Well, I
Oh,
don't
God.
realize this is actually
That's
Forever
terrible,
Dawes in
dude.
this beard.
Oh, God.
Yeah, welcome to the powers
It's
of
like
the
beer oil.
blackout
Oh,
beer.
God, I'm drunk.
Oh, you're very drunk. Give it a few seconds. It's really gonna hit hard in a
God, I'm very
moment.
drunk.
And there he goes.
Pretty.
You okay down there?
Wait, I'm still seeing you. In my screen, I'm still standing up dancing. What the fuck is going on? What did you give me?
No worries, there's a girl. And I gave you some very powerful booze.
Noise too.
Aha, perfect.
Honestly, what do you see like this? Because on my screen, it's just you standing in front of me. Me standing still with my beer, just holding it in my hand. And just see you 3 times.
Anyway, let's get you up there. Better.
Oh, wait! It knocked me out!
Yeah, that's blackout stuff here. It's powerful stuff.
Oh, so they were serious about the blackout.
They ought to pay you more.
You tipping the man.
Honestly, the funny thing is you could easily just walk behind the counter, just like take off one of these little pipes and just start chugging from there.
You are trying to chug from our good man here.
I mean, I would never do that to Lloyd.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that to Lloyd. Everybody live
Here's
there.
a tip for you. You have the second
There's a tip
most
for you, Lloyd. Never drink this shit.
Oh.
You will be blackout fucking drunk.
Anyway, shall we do some work as well, or?
Yeah, we can do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play a steel drum all day and remind me of King Sea of Thieves.
Drop pod is ready. Time to leave.
Outstanding. Now, I could be evil to myself and literally drink this beer before we take off, but I'll be incredibly drunk the entire mission. You playing with the dice?
Yes. What do you think yours could be?
I need to think. Dice. I go to fiddle and mangle these dice like a man possessed. Out of ammo, tough shit. You're doomed. Now the thing is, how good are you right now at this game? And who is Samuel?
Oh, I think I accidentally left it open.
Well, apparently, hello Samuel, you poor bastard. I said it was open, I didn't realize it
Oh
was
yeah,
this
at least
open.
we'll have more people.
That's true. More people are whinging us about why we're not doing it correctly. Are you playing this game the way I play it? Pissed and small.
Save your sauce.
Nope. Samuel, I'm losing frames, haven't I? Fuck yeah, grenade, bitch!
Company wants them. Don't ask why.
Oh wait, I threw my Beyblade. Oops.
Make every
Please
bullet
ignore the
count.
Beyblades. Right, what are we looking at here? Ah,
Oh, but you have a flamethrower, right?
I found Egu. I shall now travel straight towards it.
Oh, wait, I can just punch these with the pickaxe.
Oh, bloody hell!
Terrain scanner just
I'm up, but I'm not up for long.
Civilization.
Huh?
For the love of God, don't follow my path. You will fall. Ah, fuck.
I'm going down my own path, and I will fall.
Apparently I didn't realize there was an incredibly large drop.
Ah!
What did I just say?
I don't know.
Legitimately. 2 minutes
I think
ago.
I've actually fell
Beware
more
of the
than you.
fall.
No, I was aware. I was trying to back away from the big
Oh,
guy
no!
coming towards me. Semi knows that too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the world's
And he knows that.
fastest fucking rock and stone. Fail. Okay, note to self, let's not make our own tunnels.
Please loin drive me back in.
I joined a bunch of morons, I'm leaving.
Mission time. Not even 2 minutes.
Outstanding, that's gonna be a personal best.
Oh god, we didn't even get the floaty.
We didn't even get to the floor. We kind of saw the floor and hit it pretty hard.
Number of that glyph in that random
Alright, what kind of what kind of wonderwear you got on there, Wonder Boy?
They also wearing the hospital gown.
Yep. Also as well, what kind of boxes have I got on?
rock and stone.
Starry ones. What about
Ooh. What are you packing here? You've literally got pickaxes.
you? Yes.
Yep, you got a pickaxe. Wait, you've got a pick-ass.
There you go.
Right, time for me to put on my damn clothes again. The funny thing is you can actually go out dressed like this.
I wonder if that actually changes your, abilities in the mission.
I don't think so. I think you just literally run around in the hospital gown instead. Whee!
I'm asking because, like, for example, for me, the armor that I upgrade, it actually gives me bonus health and also faster shield regeneration.
Fuck me. I will break this palm tree again. I did it yesterday, I'll do it again.
Oh yeah, I saw you do it earlier today.
Wait, earlier today? I wasn't playing today. I was playing yesterday.
Like, literally now.
Ah, in that case.
For me, it's broken.
Sweet. Oh, hey.
Oh god, you broke. Okay, it's back now.
Oh god, I'm stuck in the palm tree. Hey, what? Is that right?
Wait, I'm dressed up?
Playing with the dice.
I never dressed up myself. Who dressed? Did you dress me up?
Nope.
Wow.
Who dressed me? See, that's one of the worrying things when you wake up drunk, disorderly, wondering who the fuck just dressed you.
I think better to be dressed up while you're drunk than undressed while you're drunk.
I was so drunk last night I ended up wearing someone else's underwear. Who the hell is Asteria? What the hell is a Baldur's Gate? And why do I feel comfy in these frilly knickers?
I'm really not ready for this.
Let's face it, you know that vampire boy wears him some frilly old knickers.
Rock and stone.
Oh yeah.
Never get
Right.
Check your gear and let's go.
So this time I'm going to check the floor.
Alright, team, you're going
It's a big floor.
this time. Alien
You won't.
Ooh,
in the glow.
what the hell did I set fire to the gold?
Get back alive.
Fuck you, gold.
Oop, nitro.
Ayo. Here. 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 Fucking gold. Gold. God, how I love gold. Hey,
Oh, well, I'm on it. Who's some extra nitro?
you got Molly?
Yeah, Molly's here.
I need Molly. Molly.
Is it good? She's right behind you.
Molly.
getting closer to our quota.
Molly. Oh, there you are. Hi, Molly.
Rock and stone, everyone.
Rocky Dog. Right, so what are we hunting for? Ah, alien eggs again.
I keep trying to constantly double jump.
Damn, that's a big ass tunnel straight down. So what is
I
our-
always
so
feel
looking
guilty
for
shooting the
glue?
loot bugs.
Oh, bollocks. That's the second time now I've launched my Beyblade. Ow! Bastard, the bloody thing hit me. Right, alien eggs. Oh, there we go. So I got one down there. This is where I'm going to draw right through again like an absolute spanner and not killing myself.
Probably. Let me cover you.
Yeah.
Come on, Molly. I'm definitely too old for this. Look at me, I'm balding already.
For God's sake, I'm 32 and bald. I've only been on 2 missions. I had a full head of hair this morning. Ooh, nitric.
In game or?
Little column A, little column B. I need this bad boy for all the ammo we're going to burn through. My God, we're going to burn through some ammo.
Correction. The ammo I'm going to burn through. But speaking of ammo,
Oh, no.
big guy.
Nope. Bad boy. Not it. Beyblade.
I got it.
Careful with my Beyblade, it's kind of dangerous. Yeah.
Okay,
Damn,
another one
never
coming up.
win. Why is there so many of these fuckers? Ah. Flower.
Terrain scanner just got updated with a new location.
Elbow! Oh, wait, I'm okay. Nope. Nope. Nope, no, 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 no.
Party one down.
Why does everything smell burning? That's only quite your laptop.
Okay, get some more nitro.
Sweet. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Nope, bollocks. Tits on a fish. Fuck you, fine.
Yeah.
It was a shitty
there's Molly.
video platform.
Never mind
Right, where's this bloody... Aha, here's this plant. Yoink. It's nice. I found the floaty! Call Molly! Molly!
that. Hold on.
Molly!
A few more of these and I'll bleed
For
out.
once, I agree with the shuttle pilot in dumping his cargo, even if it does.
Ow! Oh god damn it!
Well done, team. Performance point bonus activated.
Sweet.
Ow! Getting stabbed.
We're all getting attacked.
What is this, London?
No, this is the middle of Little.
God, that's even worse.
I know, isn't it? Right. Aha, I see one, but it's going to be a bit of shit bag to get a hold of. No. I don't think I have any jetty booties, which is a more of a pain in the ass.
I can just spinny with the gun.
Ooh, space nuts! Fuck you, Vine!
Ow!
Yep.
Fuck!
Ooh. What
Oh,
is...
fuck you, minigun.
Ow. Minigun? You get a minigun. Oh god, no. Bug!
Stand your ground.
There we go.
Give no quarter.
Shouldn't you be doing this? You know, the plant killing with your flamethrower?
No, I can do about a piece of pace right now, but I'm looking for health. Also, I'm grabbing a shitload of plants so we can at least get the secondary objective done as well. Oh, fuck.
Is your shield up at least?
I'm being attacked by tumbleweed. I am. Fucking tumbleweed.
Oh, then I look for. I think I saw some. Yeah, I saw some red sugar over here.
Oh, red sugar. I'm gonna need to grab
Oh,
that in a few
sugar.
seconds because my health is doing an absolute tilly wobbler. Oh, what this? Oh, nice fucking chunk of nitrate, yeah, sweet. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, gimme.
There's some more red sugar down here.
Oh, red sugar.
Oh, cheekers.
This is where I fall down and die.
That could be. How the fuck do I get out? Help.
You don't. You're in
Am
there now
I?
forever.
I'm gonna need surgery.
Oh boy. Up. Where is red sugar at?
Down there. Down below.
That's
And I
Molly.
gotta go down there again to kill you.
Hello,
When
Molly.
the damn bugs start to feel like
Ah, here we go.
you know it's time to quit.
Ooh, got a little bit of red sugar.
The thorns hurt.
Oh,
The
that's
Ford, Owie!
Oh, you poor thing.
Ah, I see. So we got. Oh, you bastard! Ah, there we go.
Oh?
So I can find alien egg in here somewhere.
Some enemy down there. I mean up there. Fuck.
Ah,
Don't know
here
what
you
it is again.
go. Yoink!
Oh.
Where's Molly? Molly, my beloved, take this.
Line up. I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living.
Lovely. That's
Victorian over there.
Yep.
Hold on, man, I got this.
My suit integrity is ruined.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah. Ow.
I ain't one of them.
The fuck?
Tree climbing.
I'm being attacked by everything within a 5-mile radius. This is terrifying.
Including me.
I knew it.
Okay, to be fair, this time the friendly fire is unconventional.
Wait, we have friendly fire on. Oh, I'm screwed.
Isn't it always on?
In that case,
Ow.
I'm devilly screwed.
Careful. Things up above.
There is things everywhere.
The stabby tentacles.
Ugh, God almighty. So squishy and gooey.
Okay, got him.
Ah. Give me that egg.
Oh wait, oh, these dropped nitro. For a second I thought they were dropping
Yoink.
the other thing.
Where's Molly? I've got another egg for it.
Oh, you found an egg.
Yes. Now, how the hell do I call Molly? Oh, there she is.
See,
We are a great.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. I'm a controller pleb.
yeah, just look for the C button.
Just push C, forehead.
Depositing.
Ah, wrong one.
Trying to grab along the bloody thing.
Look, Tom's lucky that dude tried it. Have you tried it?
Nope. Never my diff.
Ooh, ooh. No, look.
More flowers.
Oh, no, it's in here.
Yeet. Yeet. I've got to be careful here, because now madly looking to throw myself off the side of this cliff. Oh, you fucking bastard.
I mean, it's probably guaranteed that you're gonna eat yourself on the side of it.
It's very true, it is me. Right, what's this bloody flower? Nope. Oh, sweet. That was actually very well placed, outstanding. Nice. And that is quite the dive. Right, where is the next alien egg? Typical, most of them are now fucking high above us. Damn. We may need
Ow.
your grappling abilities.
Fragments are about to impact in your vicinity.
No, no.
Stay alert.
Careful of the meteor drops. They hurt.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
yeah, I
speaking of
know.
which.
I
Oh,
got knocked
fuck
out by one of them once.
Whew, fuck you too, game.
So
Jesus
you got
Christ.
knocked out.
You good? Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
God, I love machine gun mining.
Yep. What the hell am I going and why am I doing it here? Oh. I'm getting gold. Right. That is an egg of ray somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where. So we'll just keep drilling through. Whoops, there's it. There we go. Yep. Up.
Molly, come here. There we go.
Come
Good
here,
dog.
you sweetheart.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Objective completed.
Now, where's this egg at? Apparently slightly above me. Oh, there it is. Egg.
Oh,
Egg.
I don't like that.
I have acquired egg.
I hate thorns.
Ah, you'll get you some.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. Oh, I missed. Oh, for a second, I thought I missed the jump. I was kind of cacking myself there.
Buzzkill.
Molly!
Oh,
Molly!
there's a spinning guys from there here.
Rock and stone, you beautiful dwarf.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Shot back.
Nope. Nope. One of these bloody calls the mule, and I can't remember which one. In fact, I'm just going to quickly check the options here.
I'm calling into supplies because I need some more ammo.
Has been ordered and is underway.
Controls, controller, dead zone, customize control. So where is Cold Mule? Cold Mule is Y. Ah.
Wally is on the way.
Molly! Molly, move a bit quicker, sweetie. And let me give this to them. What the hell? You get some weird alien thing put in, Molly.
Yep.
No, that's why she's got
Where's
tentacles
that
all of a
bit?
sudden. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Yeah, that drop's gonna kill me outright. That drop's gonna kill me outright. Oh, bollocks. Right. Where was that ammo drop?
Is there more for you?
I think I can see it over yonder. Lovely jubbly. Let me just break out this bad boy here. Ayo. Shoot it. Aha, I know I saw it somewhere. Sweet.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Oh, wow, I love my ammo. Yep, let me just answer this quickly.
What is this? Why are there people in collab too? You're not collabing, you cunts.
I'm streaming.
Excuse me? Yes, we are.
Ah. Oh, there you.
Welcome to a stream, apparently, Dave.
You're welcome to join if you want.
Hello.
Yeah.
More dwarfs.
Ayo.
Yeah, more dwarfs from Rock and Stone.
More dwarf diggity hole.
More dwarfs to dig holes.
And now we have a mousey too. It's only become a giant collab, I've noticed.
As I was asking, do you have enough space for two?
Oh yeah,
Never
plus
safe for me.
Oh, there's always space for two, don't worry about that. Right.
Speak, speak.
there's always more space
Howdy,
for more
howdy.
dwarfs.
Right. Oh,
Hello,
God,
Miles.
the thing is right up there.
Hi, guys.
Right,
Where am I
I can
going? I'm
see two
digging
flags.
myself up, but I don't know where I'm going.
Check your map for egg. Egg. God damn, how the
What
hell
I'm
am I
hearing is
using
that for once it's not Reaper that's getting
Someone
lost.
normal?
Hey, Reaper.
Ayo.
Dwarf coming in.
Oh my. Oh. Right, where's this bloody egg? Oh, probably not too far from it. Nice.
I literally came out right next to Molly.
Molly! Oh, there you are, sweetie.
I was literally tunneling out from, you know, the little hole where the sugar was. Ow,
Yep.
fuck. I was tunneling myself out because I managed to fall off and I needed to heal myself a little bit, so I went down there to get some sugar. And
Sugar, sugar, doo doo doo
because
doo
it's such a pain in the ass to get out of that place, I decided to just like dig myself out.
A miner is on the way to join you.
A miner's on our way to join us. He's coming in hard. Yeah.
Where the fuck did I end up? Oh, wait, let me wait this guy.
Oh, you shit!
Man, that man.
Stop with this thing. Stop where they stay. This is for your own good. Where they stay. Stop where they stay.
Where I go now?
Very
I
quiet.
got my
kind of
face still
shit.
high on it. Oops. There we go. I thought I'd knock him. Right. Yep.
Didn't I do all the damage to you?
Huh? Well, yeah, because I have a friendly target. Rat.
The what?
It's a perk that allows you to deal less friendly to fire to other people.
The hell is this
Oh,
bloody
so there's
cow?
proof for
There's
that.
Egg. Where is Egu? There is Egu.
Breaks over, miners.
Now who's down the bottom there?
Directly for you.
Egg!
Oh. I hear something go cling, cling, cling.
Yeah, it's literally just below the vine.
Where I'm standing on.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
I found an egg. Thank you. Egg my egg. I'm gonna egg you on.
Oh no, the swarm!
The swarm is upon us.
I'm just gonna sit in my hole and feel safe. Fuck all of it.
I don't think you're gonna be safe in your hole.
So you think?
That's what I'm here.
This is my safety hole. Everyone can fuck off. Oh, what's a Praetorian?
I like how Ghost is the one person that did well,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh fuck.
What about me?
Oh crap, I'm stuck in a hole.
Is here. New miner inbound.
Hi, Mousy.
Hello, man.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh
catch me.
god!
Oh.
This is not good news, bears.
Oh, hey, Mousy. I got a present for you.
You know that always
hole,
comes
this
with
is
a
my
punch,
hole.
right?
Will you catch me properly next time, please? Yeah. There's an insect on my ass.
Oh, I'm going down.
There's a one on your ass?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh god!
It happens from time to time.
Oh, Praetorian? Oh,
I'm
my ass?
constantly I'm being attacked from every angle of the hole.
What is it?
Fuck on, y'all, I'm getting health.
I don't know where Reaper is.
I'm miles away being attacked by everything and anything within a 5 mile radius.
Miles away, he's
Lads, rock and stone.
Oh, fucking literally on the other side of the cave, but I'm miles away.
Typical
Pickle.
of rocking and stoning while I'm out mining.
The motherfucker has a pickle and a sausage in his hand.
Bastard. Nope.
Oh my.
How dare you keep the food from us?
Oh, damn these bloody vines.
Oh yeah, it was a vine, totally. It wasn't me that rolled on you.
Bastard. Oh, bollocks. Oh. No, wait, no, mind now,
Hey,
son of a
Massey,
bitch.
I see more green stuff for you.
Ow.
You mean the one I just picked
Ow.
up?
Ew, ew, ew. Ew and ow. Yep.
I should add Reaper to the green crystal game. Reaper, where are you?
I'm currently digging some nitrate. Getting
Massey.
slapped. Who's slapping my ass?
Oh, what?
Sorry.
I think I'm looking at Reaper.
No, I'm
Shell
someone
back.
else. Hey, I found another green crystal. I have two.
Am I buying nitrate? That's me.
Mostly, you want 2 hugs? You want a hug and a kiss?
Always.
God dang it, all I
Get
can't
the-
reach.
Get the things.
Ooh.
Here's one.
Hey,
is
hey,
green.
Reaper.
Yep.
Reaper, will you accept my friend request on Steam?
Can do.
Yay!
And the
Have
jade
a
is
green
gone.
crystal.
We have 3 green crystals now. Let's go.
More green crystals. Nah.
Get away. That's my crystal. Hi.
That's all okay.
How do you like our green crystals?
And boop,
Nice and shiny.
and boop, and boop. So there we go. Done on the dusted.
Who gets dusted?
Exactly. Everyone's getting the dusted. Oh, bloody hell. What's going on? Why am I suddenly firing? Hey, oh.
Don't worry about that.
Nope, someone's got an egg. Yeah, well,
I may or may not have an egg. I mean, I am a woman after all.
Well, I can see the egg
Well,
in your
damn.
hand.
I don't think it should be there. Oh, wait, better one.
Oh god, suddenly Stranger Things.
Stranger Things?
That's
More C4?
oh no, Stranger C4.
What do I have to do?
I need to get to the high ground.
We don't need high ground.
We don't
Yes,
need
you
high
do.
ground
There's
where we're
for pussies
going.
who can't kill fast enough.
Ah, I'm out.
Again. There we go. Have some support.
Oh god, no, not the C4.
Hey, you will like it.
Not the C4, I see.
I sprung a leak!
It's usually never a good thing you sprung a leak.
If I had a nickel,
Oh, Praetorian right here.
Yeah, the nickel. So,
I wouldn't have a nickel.
pro tip, aim at the air.
Got it.
You son of a bitch. Oh, I
Ow.
need to reload more often. This
Ow.
is taking
Choking
pills.
myself. Ow. Ow.
Hey,
Ow.
big holes.
Ow.
Aha,
Always
one
eat British,
green now.
always quiet.
Take care of what's left. Then
Mom, I'm
Uh,
being hurt.
I need
Mom,
some
I'm
sugar.
Sugar, sugar.
Okay, my sugar. That's my treat. My cookie.
It's a classic
Oh, you
sugar now.
boys need some sugar.
No, only,
Yes,
only
please.
Ghosty needs it.
Please, I'm dying. I'm gonna die.
And
fine.
where
I don't like
If
that.
you die, it's alright.
I'm like
you're too easy
single.
here, it's fine.
egg.
Stub my toe in. If I stub my toe, I'm gonna die. So come on, please.
No, she should be somewhere. Hi.
I got
Molly.
Me often. No, that's all Molly now.
It's my Molly
Need it
too.
for a second.
I lost Ghosty.
F in chat for Ghost.
Acceptable casualties.
I'm trying to protect him.
Casualty of mining war.
Well. Oh no, that's Sweeper. Hi, Weep. That took a bit.
What do you think it was?
Where did Ghost this?
Good lord.
Usually you're not the objective-oriented man.
Had to be this time.
So can we press the button?
Slap the button. Slap
Oh, I
the
would
Molly.
like to, but the fucking button is walking away from me.
Stop moving, Molly.
Molly! Christ!
Molly!
Put Molly down!
Had to go get her, Molly.
is on the way.
This
This is
will
where it's going to be
stop
about 40
if I
miles
can.
away.
That sounds like a problem for non-duelists. Oh, that's no. Oculus Reaper, it's nearly, that's literally
what
around the corner for us.
Can Molly just squeeze through the world's smallest gap here?
Drop pod arrived.
There it goes down.
Returning to LZ.
Oh god, what is this?
That's-
Ghost.
Departing in T
Big
peace.
Ghost.
Ghost, you'll never host again. Oh god! Ground, ground, ground. I'm alive.
Instant karma.
No, that's the leg. I don't know where Ghost is, but Ghost should have a 100 millisecond ping when he's fucking Britain.
So do you think you've seen our indications of shit?
Be nice.
I am. I just want someone else to host after this.
Guys,
successfully retrieved.
I don't want to fall past the same rope 3 times. Scary.
Enough cans of parrot
Come
every
here,
3
Ghosty
seconds.
boy. Where are you? Oh, everyone's already in. Why is it not starting? Ghost, please step
Yeah?
on the green line.
Thank you. Where's the blue line?
but I'm gonna play with my dice.
You can play from the there. You
And
can juggle those dice.
You juggling my dice?
Oh wait, you juggle these dice and grab. No, no, you stay over there. You stay over. I was violated.
Oh, we got the little bread.
yeah, you're horrible. Oh, thank God we got a full flow.
Pure not relentless.
But yeah, Ghosty, how are you liking Deep Rock?
Yeah, it's really fun. I originally wanted to try it on Xbox, but I found out that it's not not cross-platform, so
Bastards.
and I didn't really want to play it alone. But to be fair, I actually played a few rounds alone today, and it was quite fun. Well, not alone, but yeah, with randoms.
Mm-hmm.
So, shiver
Oh, this is interesting.
Damn straight.
Now that is real music.
Who's on the beach ball? Alright, I should be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. Have fun.
Oh, lordy.
need to customize my pickaxe.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Almost had it. Seeing my name up there is the biggest achievement in my career. I'm using my lucky credit for this one.
I love how the chin strap beard, when you select it, it just flops out. Looks so funny.
That wall!
What was that, Ghosty?
The game doesn't matter. I'm good at all of
I was distracted by trying to beat your score in Flappy Birds. I'm sorry, Jetty Boot.
them. My friends here.
I played it a little bit earlier.
It got me. Again.
I'm not very good at this.
Fair enough.
It's
Shut up, Dave.
Shut
My
up,
first
man.
exposure to this one was when I was on a mission, and I saw that they had like a jetpack thing, like a box that I had to open. I had to do this minigame for it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I learned how to do it, and I took the whole mission trying to beat it.
Yeah, and I finished the whole mission for you while you took your time.
I did it in like 30 seconds or so. Well, for the first few.
And Marcy took 30 minutes.
Nah.
Fair enough. To be fair, it is a very difficult game.
Thank you, Ghosty. At least somebody's on my side.
Can you, Dave? Ooh.
GG.
Thank you.
Did he finish already?
So would you like it?
I would.
And once
Nope, I
again,
took it.
turn. What in the world is going on here?
No.
Rock and stone in the heart.
Alright, your turn again, Ghosty.
That video game will
Hey, I'm just gonna drink. I'm just gonna drink.
Coward, do it.
Any drink.
Drinking kick.
Come on, Dave. Where are you? Come on, drink with us. It's on the house.
It's always on the house.
Pretty much Reaper's ass.
Woo!
I love how you actually do it in their ass.
You're trying to hit me with that Bernstein, you son of a bitch.
Oh god. Oh god.
So,
Does that help?
I don't know, bangers.
Okay, I managed to escape the shock.
so Ghosty, have you noticed that you can kick things around, right?
Yeah, I have.
So, did you know if you get all the barrels in the launch bay, you get an achievement?
Yeah, I have.
Hey!
Come here,
I did that earlier today.
Ghost, come here. I got the perfect beer for you. I can finally get rid of you.
Is it the blackout one?
So,
Darkness and some light.
I want to get rid of you, not, you know, drag you into an alleyway. You're not beautiful enough for that.
Ew.
Sure, keep saying that.
Now, what in the world is going on here?
Wormhole special.
Cheers.
Hey, I mean, thank you for the suggestion, but
You know what? I'll drink it first. Goodbye. Ah. Nice. First. Now I can play with all the dice.
What? Where did you guys go?
I don't see you playing with the dice.
The ghost is gone.
Huh?
Just drink it, you coward.
Eh? Is it gonna teleport me somewhere?
Ah, finally, he's gone. Oh, he's out there in space. Bye, Ghost.
Can you actually see me?
Ghost is 1,700 meters away. I approve of that. Mousie's 12. Hi, Mousy.
Hi.
Oh, I'm back.
You like the view from up there?
With me?
Feeling big for once?
For once.
Wait, what just happened?
And I'm drunk too.
Rock and stone. Come on, guys. Rock and stone.
Sorry.
Rock and roll and stone. We're the best. Rock and stone, you beautiful dwarf. I'm with no survivor. You beardless blunderbuss. It's me, you arsewipe.
Do you want to let anyone else host? Because Ghost's ping is jumping a bit.
Oh, watch
If
it.
you want
Bit
to.
much.
I'm your friend.
To be fair, originally I wanted to invite Reaper, but I couldn't because I was pressing C, but it didn't do anything.
So,
And then he
Do you
just
not have
joined
him on
via
Steam?
Steam.
Yeah, just put people in via Steam. Wait.
Huh?
Oh, lazy. I just don't want to
Daisies.
play with 110 ping.
Why not?
It's not fun if you dwell and suddenly the wall is gone.
Ayo.
Then the floor became the new wall. I don't like that.
Sounds like a scare shooting
The
me.
wall is the floor is the wall. Everything's fucking deaf.
It usually is accompanied with my knees making a very weird connecting sound, you know?
Mhm.
And I don't like that.
Oh, I know that sound.
No, that's the sound of the couch breaking.
That's
Good job.
Stop breaking that damn couch. We can't afford new ones.
If you only knew how expensive that thing was.
It's probably nowhere as expensive as the one I've got, but by God, they're expensive.
Oh no, the thing is, I got this one from friends of my family that were like, you know, we have this couch and we don't need it, do you want it? I was like, sure. So I looked up the price after we broke it. And it's a designer piece that originally cost new $3,500.
Whew.
Jesus, what's the price?
When
And
we
I'm
get
like,
that
wow, the
repaired.
PC is not the most expensive thing in my apartment anymore. Not by a long shot.
What in the world was going on up there?
Don't worry about it.
There's a man bouncing around on a pink flamingo.
So, you're judging me for that, huh?
How the hell did I
Ghost,
get in the
Get your
bar?
ass in here.
Well, I'm up over here.
Oh, you want me to like go in and do I see?
Underhill Deluxe.
Oh,
Rock
the
and roll.
invite didn't pop up for me.
There you go. Have a second one, my special child. You may be dumb, but I still love you. All the same.
Out there, lovely, my bar.
You do?
My bar is my bubba.
It hasn't changed. There was never any love to begin with.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, don't say.
Hi,
I'm not
Riker.
getting smaller.
You're awfully small for someone.
it's me, you
That's what it
My bedroom.
You heard of a little guy that's me, you ass
I was
wipe.
like, get out of my womb.
What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine.
Uh-huh.
Sweet. Sweet. Sweet.
You're coming here often to Rock and Stone?
Oh,
Apparently not.
I was sitting here looking at the characters, not realizing I was supposed to pick one of them.
Good job.
What is going on with this fucking game? Why would it not let me just play? Oh, I got to actually select something.
It was still loading.
I never pressed, you know, select the character. Oh.
Weird.
Am I the dumb one? No.
You gave me a boo-boo, you bastard!
Not the boober thing again. God damn it.
Exactly.
Ready for the Scout Ravine one because you know I'm liquid baby, so I need to do the early missions now.
I'm gonna have the babu.
Bubbity bubbity boom. Bubbity boop boop boop.
Now I need to know one thing and one thing only. When I drink this beer as we take off in the mission, do I become bald?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, we have pots of gold.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That's useful.
Yeah. Must break palm tree again. Come on, you bastard.
Yay!
Break for me.
Go
Break.
I jumped on you. She just launched me in the air.
Yeah, that
Oh,
happened.
oh
I
god!
jumped on the pink flamingo and got launched over to the bar. So I got this beer.
Like there's no tomorrow.
You seem unhappy about
Give me enough.
What the hell is that?
Where's
What's up with you?
rock and stone in the heart?
that. Here goes ask way too many questions.
Tiny dwarf running around talking like fucking chipmunk.
And have you know that's canonically correct sized dwarfs?
Uh-huh.
Yay, I
That's
broke
what
it.
Reaper claims.
Cheers, everyone!
Yeah,
I broke,
apparently.
I broke the tree. None of them.
Right.
And another one.
You ain't coming out.
The lowest
I want my little...
His teammate. Guys, can you see me?
Oh, yeah, we can see you. Where are you, little fella?
No, he's up there again.
You're launched up there by the palm tree.
Come here, little guy. Where are you?
What?
Take your pots of gold.
Don't mind me.
Drink the buff beer hits. Fingers.
Never.
Drink it.
I'm gonna
Otherwise
drink
we'll
the
have
big
to
bear
take your
first.
license away.
Again.
And this time we're not giving it back to you.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Ugh.
much better.
It's nice to see the beer shrinks down as well to the right size. Ah, just have a little
boy.
thermal.
Cheers, Mike.
Come up here. There's a buff beer you need to drink.
dancing and get to it.
I'm flatly
Otherwise we have
pissed.
to throw you into the trash compactor again.
Oh no, not the trash compactor.
I know, you call it your home, but it's a trash compactor. Now get up there.
But oh,
Everything's all blurry and okay.
Go to that sad. Stop playing football with yourself.
excuse me. I hope you're not playing with. I'm
Have
gonna
some
go to the jet.
dignity.
Watch out!
Must get over my pissness.
Yeah, rock and stone.
You are the bad.
Rock and stone, yeah!
Mission selected. Powering up the drop pod.
Just
Get on board, team.
buff beer.
Yeah. I'll drink the damn thing.
Go. No, that doesn't help you, twat monkey. He needs to drink it.
What?
Well, Ghost is no longer allowed to mine gold.
Feel much better.
But
Daft monkey balls.
but dice.
No. No dice.
Oh. Okay, I'll drink the beer.
It's already gone. You missed your chance.
Now you have to drink the lazy man's
You
booze.
have to drink. No. No, you have to.
No,
That's leaf lover. No. Well, yeah.
no, I'm not. I'm not
gold for
touching
you.
leaf lover.
No goal for you.
I'm just taking this with me on the trip.
I love the Wii.
Where's the
The
dice?
work of the month. Reaper.
Just see Dave
Wait,
disappointment.
What are you holding in your hand there?
Nothing.
Is that a leaf lover?
I'm
Wait,
gonna
both get out of my drop pot. Get out. Out. Out, I say.
Never.
No one will enter this fucking drop pot if alcohol-free beer on my shift. Sonny, you get the fuck out of here and you will get fucking smashed.
Good luck.
No, I refuse.
Damn, I was gonna drink it as we launch.
I know, that's why I jumped out.
Bastard.
Oh wait, were we supposed to go drunk?
Well, we're definitely not going completely sober like he is. Fucking leaf lover.
I've got work in the morning. I need to be sober.
Shut up. The wheeled off just keeps drinking through work. Headache can't get to you if you never stop drinking.
To be fair, sometimes it does feel like I should be drinking at work.
Well, sadly, I'm not allowed to drink at work. Would be weird. Might be slightly concerning if the ambulance opens and, you know, someone comes out there slurring words, nearly falling over their own feet.
What happened to him? He just had a shot of morphine. He's fine.
Just all out drunk, like smelling like booze.
We're here. What's the problem?
Sir, you just
You
ran
just
over the guy
tried
you're
to
trying to
hold
pick up.
Trying to vomit. It would be kind of awkward if you throw up on the patient.
That's what you think.
Hey, if the patients can throw up on me, I can also throw up on them.
I don't think that's how that works.
Here's a bag for God's sake. Open that.
There's a reason they have one-way valves on breathing masks and stuff
If we
for
survive,
CPR.
next round is on me.
Yeah. Oh, I bought the wrong weapon.
We
I bought an ice cannon into an ice area. Well, who you
Well, poops and doodles.
Yes.
Chilly.
Usually you call me Ogar, but that works too. What's wrong? Oh,
Yep, careful.
Huh? What?
what the fuck?
Don't fall.
Don't worry about it.
I'm
What the hell is going on?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. And there's nitro there.
Don't worry about nitro.
That's not a default. That's just no. Okay, I'm
Bloody frozen.
alcohol ingredient.
Why am I feeling I'm completely under level for this mission?
No, you can't be under leveled. You will just die. Welcome to the
Yeah, gotta get under it.
Learn how to use that shield and how to run away.
I'm very
Go.
good at running away.
That's full. Can't carry anymore.
Yep. More alcohol ingredients.
Somebody get over here and grab my gold.
Floaty.
Can't carry anymore.
Hey, oh, pool floaty.
Whole floaty.
No, there's
There's
floaty.
also
Just got updated.
an aquark on the ceiling. Yeah, no, this is my pool floaty. Fuck off.
My pool
being-
floaty,
oh, oh.
and I do what I want with it.
I made Hey, I need some help. I found an oppressor. He's
You'll
trying
do
to oppress me.
fine.
Down the hatch.
I will not.
Stop being a press forehead.
I will oppress your fucking ass.
Hey, oh.
I'll help you, little baby.
Inventory is
No.
Yeah, I froze him. Haha, bitch.
Darn it all, I got so much gold.
There's enough gold to
Yeah,
buy
like
these nuts.
Stacey.
Ah, you have a pool floaty. What do you have? Huh?
Watch your fire,
Your bullet ricochets off my
I
pool
think we
floaty.
actually have
Pointless squeaky toy deposited. Well done, team. You make me proud. Performance point bonus activated.
Yeah.
He called it pointless.
He said he was proud.
Corporate being done. Oh, that's ice. Never mind.
Finally dead, proud of it. Just gonna drop this shit in here.
Damn it, there's a pebble
There's
in
the
more.
tricks no Shrewsbury looking.
Are you trying to dig underneath me?
No, I would never.
Yeah, looks good. Lovely.
Are you really thinking that I'm bad childish?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, in that case, you are right.
Okay, what's going on?
Don't worry about it. Is it classified information? Please shut up.
Dave is bullying me.
I'm not bullying you, I'm building character.
Dave, play nice.
Withdrawn.
I did.
Supply pod is inbound.
Thank you,
I'm just the
Matthew.
local wildlife.
I'm not wildlife.
The hell's
Oh,
that
no,
bloody
that's why I
fossil?
introduced
Oh,
you
there it
to
is.
it.
Ghosty is a new player. Be nice.
I am. I haven't blown it up yet because he's not a scout. Hey, can someone ping me the artwork that should be somewhere under me?
The what?
The blue shiny dot in the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Fossils.
someone could ping me so that I know where he's as well, that would be very useful.
Monsters!
I'll try.
Bloody fossils
Looks
everywhere.
like just deposited some right here.
Over here. Or not? No? Oh, there it is. Got it.
Damn, that's a high-ass fossil.
Well, have you tried not giving it wheat before you pick it out the wall?
Never.
Okay.
We need them high fossils like that.
Yep.
It's overheated.
Fly, my little stone. Be free.
Contact. Lock and load.
No, I'm not here right now. No contact. Crystal.
Here.
Oh boy, there's like 4 aquas down here. Would be a shame somewhere to dig all of them up. Hey Weeper, since you're back there in the base, I'm throwing
Oh,
glowy
balls.
stones at you.
Yeah, I knew it.
No balls, only glowy stones.
What the
Stop.
hell was that bloody fossil I just had?
Let's go.
I do believe it is.
It was hard as shit.
Down.
Have
It
fun.
really is gone, son of a bitch.
Tell him that I'm the only one that's allowed to press it to the ground.
Oh boy.
Oh well, Matthew, you're 110 meters away from me. I will not be able to help you. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't.
I got a phone bill.
That's a good
Nice,
job. I got
nice.
3 aquarks. I need someone with legs to help me carry them. Oh well, hello little ones. Here, have my Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Strikes and gutters.
Only slightly
Ups
Beyblade.
and down.
It only got, it didn't, you know, it only got recalled after it cut off 5 children's fingers.
Gonna like it.
Here we go.
25.
Aquark number 1.
Right.
Hey, there you are.
Ah!
Fun.
No!
Aquark number 2.
I haven't got the first one deposited. I was getting taken away by a bug.
Oh, hold on. I'm
Go
coming.
with you. I have 2 more.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm wondering if
Here's another one.
The other one is down there.
moving dirt is
Yeah,
the best way to make a living.
Need to find some more of these goddamn fossils. Right here,
Now,
somewhere.
first the aquarks, then the fucking fossils.
Never.
We're not the British Museum. Stop stealing shit.
Bollocks.
Find mission control.
That's what we do best.
Here it is, a cozy
Yeah, no, not this time.
There's like
Wow,
a
that
50%
menace.
British.
Viva la Britain!
I would
Viva
really
la
like
light
to...
sauce!
No, Reaper, put that back.
Nope.
Well, you found it, put it back.
My light sauce now.
That's someone else's grandpa's skull that you're carrying there.
It's my new drinking mug. You should
I
have
think
learned not
that's
to
actually
die.
a thing. The British kept the skull of someone that they killed in a rebellion against the tyranny in the British Museum for like 50 odd years.
Yep. We'll show him what for.
And you go like, what the fuck, why?
Reasons.
Because I like having the skulls of our defeated enemies. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
make great drinking mugs.
You'll fucking learn. Ow.
I don't want to learn. School is
I mean, it
over.
probably helps you convince, you know, to not be against the British. You know, because, you know, they just like take the skull.
Aha, that's how I can find
Hey,
that damn
Mr.
fossil.
Gunner, would it be possible to shoot at the menace ceiling? Well, the menace at the ceiling.
And
At this little creature, since you have the range for it.
oh,
That was surprisingly close.
it's fucking disappearing.
Yeah, just wait for it, it will pop up again.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, there's my fossil. Man!
Ooh, I see something up there.
No, you don't.
Drill her home, take me home. Oh,
How
that's
about
a very
near?
deep chasm.
Fuck you, Freezy
Got it.
bar.
How do I
Dude.
teabag in this game?
Ooh, there's gold there.
Where the bloody hell are all these fossils? The British Museum is getting terrified.
I
And
have one,
Misa, how are
and
you
I'm
doing
not getting
today?
it to you.
Now give
I am
it to
going
me.
to drop the next blue crystal down to you guys, so have fun.
Confirmed scan. Glyphid Dreadnought
Ah,
intercepted.
fuck.
If you're not gonna give me, at least
Oh,
give Misa
fuck.
something.
That not.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Give Misa the fossil.
Is
Uh,
it?
Yeah, that is. Because
Oh,
Is
that's
it?
not good
I,
news,
I
Bears.
couldn't tell.
That's not good news, Bears, at all.
Oh, no, good news, it's just the Dreadnought. Bad news is I need some help.
Oh, there's
I
a
know
fossil up there. Look.
Reaper? Reaper? There's something nibbling on your ass.
You can try. Oh, fuck, mate.
Cutting it off higher.
Hold
for a
on.
second. That works too.
Iron Will, bitch. Iron Will.
Help! Help!
And I'm not doing too bad there,
Stop
boys. Thank you very
whining.
much.
My ass!
Oh, Mousy, no!
Oh, I'm down again.
God damn it, I was so close to freezing it.
I was up, I was down.
I'm not even over there. Why are you yelling at me?
But yes,
Well,
I'm not
someone
doing
set
too
it
shabby
on
down
fire,
here, so
and it's
thank
not
you very
me.
much.
I'll go pick up Reaper.
I
Somebody
got
call
left
Booze on the
on
obvious.
thingies.
Well, that's good. Last suddenly the,
I am.
you know, place where you bring all the thingies is on slightly in danger right now. You might say we are about to come in danger.
You giant back son of a bitch. Look, my job has always been for mass exterminations. Ow.
Oh. I literally just healed myself.
Damn it all, I am literally here to cause nothing but mass genocide, not become part of the mass genocide.
Oh no.
Lost Planet has learned this 3 times now. Dead Space 4.
And Mousy, just saying that
I
there's a
live.
big ass thing crawling up to you.
Getting spawned. Get away.
Oh god.
Stop running away from me, fight! Hey, I found fall damage.
Ha! You got. Oh, bollocks,
See,
you didn't
you
get
want to
me.
pick me up quickly because we're getting more visitors.
Exactly, Zagel, it's never lucky with us. We're always doomed. Oh, that get good on me. I'm alive!
For now.
Exactly.
I think someone was very eager to take that. That is
Del?
it, but I'm not a
Baby!
boss killing build. Unless I have someone with a second freezing cannon. I don't think we have that.
Chilly.
Ew, nibble on this, you bastard.
Oh, we will do,
Here,
quite
have a second.
frankly. The hell is a god? Oh, there it is.
God? God is there.
No, I'm still here.
Oh no, I got this
Not
again.
God. You Reaper, you're British. You're the furthest away from it being that's called God.
Goose, is that you on the zip pod? I was out to literally see you slowly going by with a minigun and stop shooting. It's like the world's worst fucking turret going by.
Who's in here? Who was it?
Hi.
Save me.
Oh.
Please, I
No,
beg
no,
of
no,
you!
no, no. No, Walt!
No, no,
Oh,
no, no. I want to get live!
Still alive. Still alive. Here, have another baby, you monster.
Look at you, rookies beating you guys up. This
This
mouse is just holding up for She's holding pretty well.
I didn't know, but the gunner was very good at gunning.
Oh god, Dreadnought's following me down the zipline.
You'll be fine.
No, I was dead.
Okay, you'll not be fine.
I'm
You'll be
down
fine in the
again!
afterlife. Go, plasma pistol. Murder.
Can somebody come
said
over here and
murder,
tell me
not
I'm doing a
overheat.
good job?
Oh.
Put it on my work resume.
Oh, fuck.
No
Oh
buck.
fuck, I'm
not
gonna hold you here.
Please, rescue me.
Nothing? Are you holding its attention? No. Oh.
Thank god the slowest zipline man was. He was ziplining away as he was trying to revive.
Yes, I was trying to revive, yeah.
So to see us slowly ziplining away.
I got it.
Woo!
Okay, where's the last fucking blue crystal? Oh, we have them. Oh, we can just go.
Oh,
If anybody has anything they want to shove in, let's do it now.
More fossils!
Help!
Oh, the
Help.
fossils! Help.
What's wrong with you? Ow!
Whee!
Why did I just get exploded? Weeper!
But.
Is that you?
No, I was miles away for once.
I didn't do anything.
The only one who stayed alive for this entirety is Mousy, as far as I know.
No, Mousy kissed the floor. I picked her up earlier.
Yeah, because I was kiting the boss for you while you guys got.
Hey guys, there was a 7th Aquark at all.
I don't know, but that boss followed me quite a lot, to be fair.
In my defense, I brought an ice cannon into an ice area. So.
Right, we go for last of the fossils, or are we launching this bad boy?
I mean, we don't love you for your brain, so.
What did you say, Weeper?
We're launching this bad boy, or we're collecting more fossils.
Honestly, I can't be asked to collect more fossils.
Launch this bad boy then.
Grabbing ammo.
We also ran out of ammo, so...
Just
I'm taking
we
some of
pull
the
down
ammo.
some.
Yep.
Escape pod will
No
arrive.
more nitro.
Bandit has been secured. Hang in there.
Wait, I left my car keys on there.
Oh,
My
they're gone now.
God.
You can get them back later. Like in 8 to 7 this business with a bit
The thing that astounds me, we missed the fossil by a millimeter. Literally millimeter in that hole.
I found one of your fossils. It's all the way up there on the ceiling. Go, go.
Oh god!
Yes.
Friendly fire!
Literally!
Every bullet
Burns!
That's not friendly fire. It's not very friendly,
That's very true.
but lots of fire.
Get the friendly heavy flame buffer.
I like how I'm
friendly
fighting
flame buffer.
against 2 people with flamers. I'm trying to freeze it while the other 2 are trying to send it on fire.
Exactly, we're trying to keep it warm.
That's not like a used problem.
Oh, that's a you problem.
No, it's a you problem.
I get massive extra damage against frozen targets, goddammit.
Bitch, democracy. The 2 flamethrowers win.
No! Your flamethrowers are inferior to my cryo cannon.
This is a
Come here,
democracy,
little
get
shit.
over yourself.
shooting me.
Uh-huh.
You
Uh-huh.
know, I'm just gonna stay here, stay frozen. Fuck you.
Okay.
Ooh, Prospectorian.
Have you asked the Praetorian to come back later?
Can you come back later, sweetie, where we're not slowly burning to death? That'd be incredible.
Here we are close right now, you know?
No shirt, no shoes, no service!
Oh, no shoes, so you're denying mouse. I will have a word with your manager.
There we go. You'll have to bring in some spare shoes.
No, Mousy goes barefooted everywhere.
It's fine, we'll just make you wear socks and sandals to piss him off.
Ew.
Socks and sandals, you fucking
Yeah,
freak.
God.
I know, that's why I said we're gonna do that.
Well, thanks, Dave. I'm dead now.
Don't drop out. Oh my
That
god.
sounds like a you problem.
No, that's a you
Very
problem. You
far drop
froze
off.
me.
Jesus Christ!
You do realize that
Also, that's where all the flame was coming from.
sometime, right?
I have no idea what you
Hold
just
on, I'm gonna make this
said,
out
but
of
man.
here.
Clock is ticking.
Help!
To you, team.
I keep
Drop on it
freezing!
here.
Someone's freezing me! Help!
Kill is you. Drop
That
on
is
is 100 meters.
That's
Every
a
law for
long
himself.
way.
Oh, we. That's how it goes.
God, I feel like I'm suddenly in the bloody Arctic.
It turns out you are in the bloody Arctic.
I know it. So I'm gonna see a polar bear in a minute and have to punch the thing like fucking Brian Blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You guys might
What the
want
hell
to
was that?
come up here and run. Just saying.
Oh, thank God, I can see what's up, pot.
Hurry up! I'm dead.
I at least pretended to be worried about ghosts.
I'm just gonna
I
sit
think
here.
Shit.
this way.
Oppressor! Ah!
Shit.
I'm the
Run.
one currently doing the streaming. I have to worry about my ass first.
Ah. Oh yeah, there's a tunnel leading to the drop pod if you can find it. Good luck. Otherwise, good luck.
Good fight, good night, and good luck.
It's not my problem if I can't find the entrance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bugs.
I'm gonna make the slowest escape in history of escapes.
He got the fuck. Can I blow him up? Oh, yeah.
Silver!
Spikes!
You know
I'm
what? I don't
coming.
think that's simple. Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I was gonna make sure the pod's clear, don't worry about it. Silver!
We just make it impossible for him to get on.
Silver! And he got plenty of space to get on, it's fine. I don't know what anyone's on about.
Why did I suddenly get shock frozen?
Bag of troll plop.
Okay, I'm in.
Ah, almost there.
Are you?
Fucking
I'm
ice.
happy.
There we go.
Get your ass in the
Oh,
pod!
C4.
Hey, we have more C4?
Thank you for waiting for me.
We can't leave him out here,
We
apparently.
didn't wait it because we wanted to. We had to.
Oh, thank you for carrying everything so much.
You're welcome, Ghosty.
Thank you.
Yes, caring.
Caring. Yeah. We can't have
God,
our,
the hour is weird.
bait just die on us.
I love how all of you guys were drillers.
Oh, we told you
Lucas?
you're the only one who isn't.
As of right now, you're the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, I mean he always has been. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Not being driller,
Nothing.
not being alcoholic. Sad. I mean, do you even live life if you're not a driller?
I don't know, never been a driller.
Let's play some of that good music.
You boys better be better miners than you are dancers.
I'm an incredible dancer, I'll have you know.
Lap
Ooh,
dances
lots
don't
of
count.
gold again.
Oh, nice. More money?
Ooh.
Pots of gold.
Money, money.
boy. Dance, monkey.
The hell?
Wonderful. Ghosty boy, drink your beer this time.
Drink, drink, drink.
Otherwise, we have to insert it into your anus.
Oh, my.
Get in line.
You know, you're not being paid by the hour. Get to work.
Felt better.
I think we should unionize and demand pay by the hour.
By the hour. Dear God. We never get paid.
But you got paid?
That's because they need to keep paying for the damages you cause, you twat.
I've only caused mild damage. Somewhat.
No,
Ignore
you
the
caused
bodies.
mild concussions to the other staff, you twat. Not the same, not the same.
Again, ignore the bodies.
No, I will not.
Do it.
No. Fuck you.
I was dancing. What are you guys?
Don't worry.
What are you guys
Dancing
doing?
by the jukebox, don't worry about it. While I'm checking a few things off.
That's Dave.
Not telling you.
Watch my back, Carl. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Hey,
I can
Dave.
do it. It's unbelievable.
Dave, hello. Hello.
Not bad.
I don't see you.
Hi. 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 Hey, Dave, hi. Dave.
Who hasn't drunk their fucking beer yet?
I got a bear, shut up. Bear.
I don't like beer.
Yeah.
But it's the pot of gold.
Yeah.
Good boys.
Doesn't like bear, what is this, elven talk?
Dave. Dave. Dave.
Hey, Beaver. Oh yeah, Ghost, come here.
You're not being paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Drink the fucking beer.
Yeah.
Drink beer.
Drink it. Hey,
Do it,
do it, do it.
do it, do it. One more bear. Randomizer.
Orders from management. Stop dancing.
Hey, good job, Mousy. How long did you practice for this?
I don't know, but I'm topping 2 of your scores now.
Well, good job. How often did you play this? While you got bored?
Oh.
You know what? That's big talk for somebody, no. Uh-huh.
I'm only
what
mildly
you
and
do about
partially
it?
pissed. Also, I don't think I have a face right now. This is not good news, bears. Where's my face?
That's the stuff. Stoner rock.
Stone and rock.
You don't really need. You don't need the place.
Just gotta get in my damn exercises for the day, don't mind me. Wait a second, you playing Flappy Miner?
No, it's Jetty Boots actually.
No, that's right. Carry on.
You don't even know the games. How can you call yourself a real gamer?
Yep.
Video gamer.
I'm a gamer. I played games before many years ago with the gaming. Gamers.
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
Everyone stand around and slap these dice for no apparent reason.
No. Oh, there's
Slap
something
these
else.
tits.
Guys, we gotta roll.
Gentlemen, we gotta slap these dice in the mouth.
Oh.
Slap my fuzzy dice.
Time for
terrible.
some action.
Daddy needs a new pair of steel
Damn it all, you people need to come over here and slap my dice.
Everyone.
Why don't you come over here and slap Sergeant Johnson's big fuzzy dice? Ooh, yeah.
No, Sergeant
Why doesn't
Johnson
it sound like
died.
euphemism?
I don't want to
Maybe
slap
it's
his
just-
dice. They have become fuzzy.
I see what you did to me in Halo Freak Boy, now you can come over here and make it all better. Give Daddy some sugar.
I will give you a bullet to the head and I will call it mercy, old man.
As long as that
Please do.
bullet's covered in sugar, I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry, his sugar is only for me.
That's fine, we can share him in the mess hall. I've already done 14 in the men.
Fuck off.
Why do we call it the mess hall now?
Learn it.
You're hell in the clean hall. Ooh, baby.
What happened to my freezer cannon? Oh no, I have the touch button.
What the hell do I have this thing for?
Huge deposits of liquid morganite.
Why have I got the freezing cannon all of a sudden?
Oh, because you got the random visor, you twat.
Son of a bitch.
Pump it all back to the refinery.
And I've got the shitty grenades.
Hard launched. Cleansing equipment is
Oh no, not the cleansing.
Oh god, now I gotta be careful of that pod launch. It ruined us last time, we'll do it again.
See? I am not familiar with that.
is on site. The lithophage corruptor needs your full attention.
Ugh, what the hell is that hanging off the ceiling?
Ow.
Ah, you
Oh, the big
found
hairy
yourself.
balls?
Is inbound.
Lord. Yep. Right, where the hell do we need to be? Nope. Ah, this way apparently.
Connect
Yeah.
the pipe lines to the pump deck
Good
and
God.
let's get the extraction.
Where'd that come from?
Well, what can I do for you?
I hate to break it to you guys, but God isn't a man, it's a woman. So hi.
Pump jack inbound.
Hi.
You just want me to call you my little goddess.
As if you haven't already.
I mean, hey, yo.
Gentlemen, I found the big pub. Now what do I do?
Yeah, give me some sugar.
I stick something in it, obviously.
See, even the dwarves won't even give me some sugar. Now, come on, somebody give me some sugar.
No, you've been bad from the sugar.
You're just afraid to give me some sugar.
Hey, I saw what you did
Everyone's
from last-
afraid of giving me a bit of sugar.
Loot bug open. Terrain scanner just got updated with a new location.
I've got
I got
terrain
the story.
strainers.
And I'm not so proud about it.
Floaty, floaty, floaties for everyone. I'm being spared at all.
Spread Florida's.
Fine.
Nope.
Please support this floaty support train for only $10.99 a month. Even you can give a floaty some. Can you
Some
stop
what?
shooting at me, Ghost?
I'm not
I
even
hope-
shooting.
Oh,
I must continue.
Secured. Keep it up, miners, and we'll soon be swimming in beach floats.
ah, fudge.
Performance point bonus is active.
I'm up. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. I'm alive.
Can we change all of these things?
I'm going back down again, but I'm taking Regis Philbin with me. Oh boy.
So, Reaper, how did the being alive part go for you?
Terrible.
I hated it.
Oh no. I'll help you.
It's nothing like what Patrick Hernandez says. We was not born to be alive. Lying sack of shit.
Oh, nice one. Oh, thanks, Menace. Please stay there.
It's a damn close refinery.
I got pissed on by the menace.
Ayo.
So, you enjoyed it.
There's a lot of
bastard.
nitro around here.
Can't say evidence. This is
We
such a
use
waste
it.
of ammo. I shouldn't really be doing this.
Ah, nonsense. It's fine.
But
I'm
also,
working on it.
Another
it's fun.
day at the office.
You have a supply, you twat.
Right, let's start building this bad boy.
There's more nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh dear.
Like that.
Sweet.
Oh, I can see one. Oh, that's slightly dangerous.
Ah, it's fine.
I've become a cave explorer.
So,
I'm realizing my dreams of exploring the Earth at terminal velocity.
Really?
One pipeline completed. Pump jack connected to refinery.
Next time I will realize my dream of
Pump jack
projectile
loaded.
mineralogy.
Stay clear from the impact zone.
I don't know what this does while breaking it anyway.
Can I have that instead of someone just running off with it?
No.
What?
Don't just build the pipes without knowing where the jakes are.
Oh yeah, I know.
We got one right at the bottom down there. We've got one going real far down.
Yeah, I'm building that one right now.
Oh no, we've got one even worse.
Oh, did you summon that one? Where is it?
All the way down the bottom side of north or somewhere. But it's pretty fair, dude.
No, I'm here right now, and I summoned that one, so...
And then we got the other one that's even further, dude.
It can't be further down. There is not much further down here.
So do you think?
Unless you mean across the ravine. That might be possible.
Pipe goes
I'm
here.
full on gold. Shite.
I want to build one too at some point.
Well, you can come over here and help me.
Oh,
build.
Reaper, you really bad at the instructions. That was south, you twat monkey.
What?
You're really shitty there. God damn it.
We're trying to save
I know
my
you're
work.
British. You just think in British, and soon to be British, but
There you go.
oh, tell me that I'm lying.
All lies. Lies and fucking slander.
It's not slander if it's true, god damn it.
Lock and load, miners. Got an incoming swarm.
Red light.
Here we go.
Oh, balls!
No fall damage.
Ow.
Little Reaper wants to be picked up on chase number 3, please.
Damn straight.
Cashier number 3, please come back.
Supply pod is inbound.
Oh dear.
Oh, these two?
Oh.
Okay, Reaper and the deer want to be picked up from cashier number 3.
That was loose.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Well, I'm gonna need those supplies right now.
Well, according to your ammo, you don't.
Oh.
No, you
Pick
deserve
me up
that.
here.
You both at the same place.
Yep.
Yeah, I went down there to pick up Reaper and then he died because we
Oh god, who built this fucking pipeline?
Don't look
What
at
is
me,
this
I'm
roller
not
coaster tycoon?
I think that's not me Reaper.
You know what? I will just let you stew in there.
I went down there to help Reaper. Why are you blaming me?
Because I can't. Because you didn't warn me of the impending danger.
Yeah, there's no danger here. It's all fine.
Why
Don't worry
should
about
I?
it.
If I told you about the danger, you would have come down.
Yeah, you know what? I will just leave you to that.
I didn't say fuck all.
Okay, bye. See you next summer.
See you tomorrow. See you next shift. Here, have some more goo.
Buttons.
Thank you for the goo.
You're welcome. It's not a war crime if I dissolve the enemy. I don't
can't
think the
feel me
Geneva
bad.
Convention includes using. Can I dissolve you two with this too?
Please hurry! Somebody! Get back here, you bastard! Down! Need a hand here!
Oh, I created a safe.
Ooh. Need a hand here! Come and rescue me!
Right, what the hell's boss is this pipeline?
Get back here, you bastard! I can use a hand!
Ah,
I've seen the dangers of this pipeline. I'm getting the shit out of here first.
Superheated!
I slid into the darkness and suddenly I was
Oh wait,
catapulted.
do you have a pet?
Up.
Dave, stop moving, stop moving.
Yeah.
Very important.
Ow.
What?
It's very important. Hold on.
I'll see for you. Oh,
Oh,
not the pet
good
thief.
boy.
Fuck you, loot bags.
There goes the zipline sucks ass.
The what?
The zipline up here sucks ass.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Your zipline sucks and you suck.
I hate using the zip line because, you know, it's shit mainly.
It might actually be useful in here, you trad monkey. Can you build a zipline over there?
Where?
This segment need to be built.
To the refinery.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Yeah, Reaper, you will not find anything to put it there.
That's what you think.
Have some goo.
Yeah. Still too damn steep. There's somewhere around here that goes blowing over it.
Thank you.
If only we had an engineer or something.
If only we
Look,
had
I'm
Reaper
trying here.
upgraded.
Wait. I find blooms
see.
often.
How has your life been? Oh god, I forgot this is the mystery pipe.
It's fine, it's fine.
Reaper, I'm gonna steal this construction project from you now.
Ooh, new pet.
Pipe framework set!
This is how you build a pipe.
You're really good at laying down a pipe, aren't you?
Well, you have to ask Mercy for that.
Ooh, hot. Oh shit, wrong thing. Wrong thing again, bollocks.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I'll
we
have to
could-
refresh my memory.
Huh?
So you'll have to refresh my memory.
I didn't catch all the alpha that.
I'm sorry, I said you have to refresh my memory.
Ah, okay.
Refresh
After
the
stream,
RAM.
honey, after stream. It's done. The abomination has been done, Reaper. Wasn't that difficult?
Yes. Oh god.
Okay. Yes, what can I do for you? That's
No, that's your mate.
Reaper!
Look, it moves, I'm going to kill it.
Ghost! Reaper
Yeah?
touched Steve in very inappropriate ways.
Oh!
What the? No, for God's sake, man.
So yeah,
I fell down and landed on
Whatever,
the
dude.
fucking metal. The hot thingy that was like burning my
I feel as though I should have called supply drop down. We were all desperate for help from what shit I feel.
stop using supply drops for health, goddammit!
Never.
You fucking waster.
So much better!
And I wonder why there's never any ammo in them.
Done, diddly done!
That's
There
just a
we go.
fucking skill
Ah!
issue, son. Get over yourself.
almost.
The tentacle being has come to investigate our facility.
Ready
Quick,
to kill some
crunch your buttholes.
Ew.
Scanner showing a massive rockpox swarm zeroing in on you.
I'm taking
Double
some
AO.
I'm the king of pop!
You guys, I really need to stop taking ammo when you're like on 3/4. 3/4.
I had
quarters
no
of
ammo
your
and no
ammo.
health.
Bitch, I
I'm-
saw your ammo. You had 3 out of 4, you cunt.
I
can
literally
check your
got up
ammo.
here at 30.
I
You can check the stream.
Eradicate those
You have 500 ammo. You have half
Exactly,
your ammo,
I-
you cunt.
I needed the reload.
500 is your max ammo.
I don't
Okay,
just
you
I
shit.
literally started up here with 15. I was running around with fuck all ammo
Yeah,
with
you
a pistol. I reloaded once and reloaded again. I just landed with full.
Ooh.
I want to murder you so bad.
That's a nice segment.
I know, thank you.
Ow, what the fuck? Oh, God,
no.
I'm trying to do horrible things to me.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Help.
You,
Yeah, my gun is not very useful against these enemies. Never mind, it is.
yeah, that was my piece of shit.
It is extremely useful. Yeah.
Cack. It does nothing.
Thank you, Mousy. I'm glad someone cares about me.
I'm sorry, I was
unlike
busy
others.
cooking other things.
Oh boy, oh dear. Oh Lord, oh I'm down again.
Ah, suffer, Reaper.
Get back here, you bastard!
You're the man.
Damn rockbox infected Cliffords.
Oh good Lord, I am swarmed.
Don't you like that? They're all swooning all over you.
Oh Lord.
Keep it together.
Why are things randomly exploding around me?
I almost feel bad for these rockbox infected.
Ah, that was my face,
like
Maps. That was either C4 or someone's hand grenade.
That was my hand grenade.
Yep. Oh Lord, the smell.
Another day at the office.
Oh God, not again. You stay there, you.
Ow. I'm down.
Please hurry!
Ah. I see you found a friend.
Come on now, get your ass up.
Wait. Okay, I was just ignoring
Thank you.
Reaper just standing next to the enemy going, this is fine.
Whoops, there's it. Oh, bloody gross, mate.
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror again?
Oh, but of course.
Okay, well, you can finish those things.
Let's just get rid of this echo shit, the flower.
You can't.
So do you think? C4, bitch!
I don't want
C4!
to be here anymore!
Damn rockbox.
C4!
Oh, sit down, don't go, man. Weird things are happening there.
Help.
Get your
Did you
ass.
blow up Ghost?
Damn it, oh no!
No, I put in the rock
No, I'm
box
down.
and it fucking just got me.
I'll
Don't
just
pick up Ghost,
stay
no,
here
I'm
and
down.
enjoy that view. Mousy,
I was trying
Pot
to
of
build
gold,
the
you need
bloody
to
pipe
mine it
that you
manually.
made.
it doesn't count if you use
I'm getting infected.
that technique.
You.
Watch you! Move! Rockbox! Fix was
Hey,
Okay.
you.
There you guys go.
I feel like I'm getting
Get away from the rockbox!
God,
Sick.
this stuff is
What
icky.
spinny at me?
Yeah.
Oh no, Mousy's dead.
Oh, dear. Oh God. Come on, you.
Do I want to... You know what? I will just watch you guys from here.
Yep. Where am I going?
Oh, Mousy, why?
Damn it!
The rockbox got me!
No, it was Reaper. Reaper, you can't.
Damn it! Now I'm down.
I'm dead. I didn't do it.
No, it was we. It was the random dweller that came towards me. Thanks for shoving me off the rail down 30 feet into the abyss.
Yep. Let's get this bloody thing faced. Don't blame me.
Help.
I will blame you. It was your fat ass that came towards me and pushed me off.
Pipe segment done!
Could you, like, pick me up, please?
There we go. Oh God.
Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity.
Right, hold on a minute. Yep.
The noise will draw in the locals.
Let's get you up.
So stay on your toes and do what you can
Oh no, not the locals.
to maintain the equipment.
Right. Leave him.
All pipelines and pump
He's
jacks
dead to us now, the fucker.
ready to start extracting the liquid morkite. Return
I
to the
will
refinery.
never save your sorry ass again.
So, right, I'm fucking going out my.
So nothing will change?
I'll be dead soon,
Bitch.
anywho.
I'll do the next mission only with a pickaxe.
Oh god, where are you?
Uh-oh. Hey, there's something really, really bad on the ceiling.
You don't say.
No,
Ah,
there's a
fuck, I'm
really,
down
really bad
again.
thing. Let me guess, by the big ass detonator.
Yep.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm gonna help the fuck out. Because I don't know where it went.
I was like, this is gonna be my last stream for next. I need to get some sleep soon.
Fly
Right,
on
I'll pick you
C4.
off once we're taking care of that one.
Hey, good news, I killed him. Bad news, I took myself down with my own C4.
Oh dear.
Hot, hot.
Yeah, I turned it into a tiny cradle.
Ouch, ouch.
Yeah, there we go.
Careful, Kirsty.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Let's stick together for wrong.
My C4 makes click.
All
No,
screwed.
I'll let you leave.
Ow.
Hi, Mousy.
Hi.
Hang it up.
Wait.
Wrong is all
How did we about Ghost there? Oh, hi, Ghost.
Hello.
Come on, Reaper. You stay on the floor there and think about what you've done.
We get follow botted by 9 fucking bots on bloody Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Same
clean
one.
up my entire fucking Twitter now. I've got to remove like 15 people.
Ghosty
Goddamn
boy
fucking
actually
bots.
needs ammo.
Hey.
Get ammo.
I don't need
You're on your last quarter of ammo. Yeah, I can stock your ammo count.
Yeah, that's gonna be enough.
Please,
I'm sure.
rescue me.
Okay, sure.
I can't. Oh god, I'll pick you up. Hold on.
He's still on there. I dug him a deeper
What is the
hole.
light of that?
Body bats me up. I could use a hand.
Supply drop has been
Right.
ordered and is
Whew,
on the way.
and there's once again for the 15th time going. How do I get out of this fucking little shit tip bit? Oh boy.
It's just got nothing better to do.
The liquid morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working.
Oh god, not
Ow.
again.
Be warned.
Fell.
Oh, damn it!
Damn it all.
I was trying to make the jump and I fell off.
Well, I saw that.
Incoming wave.
Right. You're down there now.
Thank you, Manasy.
And I can see all the enemies heading down there too.
Oh god.
Where is the pod line go?
What a day, what a day.
Yeah, the mouse, the zipline is over here.
Sequence at 25%.
Sir, can you get off the fucking pipe? Thank you. Come on.
Pipeline jammed. See to it.
There was a giant tentacle being on my pipe. I was grinding very hard against it.
Oh my.
I don't know what
Ow.
to do with that. Someone call HR.
How do I get off?
Ah, finally. Bloody hell for ammo.
Getting supplied.
There we go, outstanding. Right, F-Helium. Yep.
Hold on, coming up to you guys.
However, we still have malfunctions.
I'm about we're all screwed.
Don't speak for you. Don't speak for me. Speak for yourself.
More outstanding issues.
I am doing. Ah, dear. Let's repair this pipeline quickly. Oh god.
Hey, more fun time.
That's that pipeline fix at least.
Extraction of liquid
I'm here.
is running again. Keep up the
Good
He's
job.
square, he's
Well
used to it.
done.
Hey.
Hey, the rock box is getting into my suit.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
No. You
Keep
can
on
say.
fighting. More bugs coming your way.
I'm gonna pause all that shot there and pray.
Wait, what? Come here, shit. You only pray to the bartender here.
I don't have the bartender on hand
Please,
though.
Boyd.
Pump sequence 50%. Keep all systems running and we're done in no time.
Oh, bloody bother.
Ah! I'm trying to order a fucking supply drop, but I can't!
There are 10,000 here, just use fucking one of them.
You need to maintain
Emma.
it.
That's why you don't call them all count in the same area. Oh, that's me.
I haven't even called
Either
one
way.
down.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh god.
The big 10 bucks 80 per started rescue attempt. Go, Steve, murder!
I can't, I literally don't have ammo.
Go with you. Then give me your life back.
This is it. That's a few more times for help.
I can hit them with my pickaxe.
It works, it works.
Maybe you can stop freezing me now.
Never.
And fuck the enemy.
Never.
Not me hitting the plutonium in the back with a pickaxe. Oh, I found some ammo.
Pipeline repaired, but other
Finally.
pipelines
Ghost,
are
have
still
fun.
malfunctioning.
Oh god. Praise you, old bastard.
Oh god!
Oh, we can't help you now.
No, I bounced off the thing and then off you again.
Oh, there is
So
no
God,
gun
your
here.
alley is like a trampoline.
God's sake, we need
Just
to
like
skate
you just
faster.
Bugs, get ready.
Yeah, Mark. Ow, ooh, hot. Just let me get the fucking ammo.
Pump sequence at 75%. You're doing good.
Oh, at the Praetorian.
Nope, nope, nope. Don't explode it. Yes.
Help!
Help yourself,
Okay, we got a
and then God will help you.
exit to keep the extraction
God has
running.
abandoned us.
No, God helps those who help themselves.
Oh, we're screwed.
Oh, always told me.
What are you doing down there?
Thank you. Just taking a nap. Get tired.
Taking a nap on company time. Someone slapped the bastard. And look,
How could you?
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
That big cheap piece of Chinese made
This
shit.
pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
why do you think we can afford Chinese made?
That's true.
This has been made in America. If you say the word gun next to it, we'll start shooting. Very, very happen.
Ah, I knew it.
All
Now,
pipelines
that's
fixed
me,
and
Ghost.
operational again.
Keep that baby refining.
Swarm? We got another swarm.
Oh, goodies, that's all we needed. Time to launch this bitch.
Uh-oh, exploder, 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 exploder. One.
Oh god,
Scatter.
no. Oh boy.
Oh, stay down here. You guys have fun.
So,
I'll go slowly. Yeah.
damn.
It was very fun. Can I stop having fun now, please?
No,
No.
Into orbit.
fun never stops.
In the drop pod to get
Fun
you
never
out.
ends.
Hang tight.
Ouch. Ow!
I think it might be a bit too much fun. Thank you. I wanna go home.
No going home. This is your home now. And
Can I
you will
change-
like it. Drop pod incoming.
Go lie down forever.
Oh, that drop pod is going to smash.
Starting in T9 is 3 minutes.
You were so close, you should shit. Oh god. Well, I'm dead. Quick warning about the drop pod. It's very deceptively placed. Be
And there goes Mousy.
careful. Yeah,
Well,
I fell into
damn.
a deep ass ravine.
We got so far and it failed so hard.
talking about
But in
yourself.
the end, nothing really mattered.
This really counted as a failure. No.
I think so about that.
No, we didn't.
I did.
That was
Well,
next
for the-
to nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is that I unlocked a bunch of new upgrades from that one. Specifically,
I feel
the one that I want to get is the armor piece.
well. At least my beard.
Someone's got a leopard print on the way around.
That's all right. Sir, stop looking at me underpants.
So, yeah, I'm gonna call that the end today because fuck me, I am bloody knackered. Plus, I've got to get ready for work in the morning.
What fucking you at this time of the day? Nah, thank you. Whee! You can't stop me from sitting on the shark.
Right. Need to quickly find someone who we can raid into. So, we up. Yeah, let's raid into Remy. Yeah, that's right, thank you for coming along. It's been a fun old bloody time. Hopefully I might have another stream up, maybe Thursday. This time might be a little less on photography side and more chaotic side and everything like that instead. Fuck it. This was Dirty Thought. Now I need to go and sort out my Twitter, which has been raid-bodied like hell, which is never fun, so I've got to sort all this shit out. But again, no, thank you for coming along. I hope to see you all again soon. Hope you all had a bloody fun time. And for now, we begin the raids. Raid!